Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us on this very special, what is soon to be a holiday weekend. We are thrilled you're with us because we have the perfect way to kick it off and celebrate all of our best in jewelry. It's an incredible night ahead. I have got to say there's some brand new, including, oh, we'll get to it right up front. This is actually not going to be actually shown up front because we're going to wait for everybody to, assemble. But we have a very, very special. Do you guys remember the Perfect 10? Do you remember the Perfect 10 Tanzanite? It was the Perfect 10 stone. It was the round brilliant. It was gorgeous. And it was exactly 10 carats. Well, we have something that has been waiting in the wings here that is very excited, or we're very excited to debut tonight because it is our Perfect 10 Asher cut. And it is actually 10 carats exactly in a fabulous mounting. So it is not too late to get one of our larger, more impressive Tanzanites yet, but we are getting close to the end of the road on our blue wings. So it is going to be a dazzling night to get a special one here. And of course, we're going to bring out the value. So that's coming up in just a really simple, classic, elegant setting style with a border of diamonds. However, they're upgraded past the normal gorgeous round brilliance we love. So a little extra special something on that. Then, not to be outdone, but we have 3 stones in yellow diamonds. It's like taking your yellow diamond solitaire, but tripling it with all the best in halos. An incredible look this ring is going to give you that goes side to side. And how about that? You can see both those rings from across the room. So they are very, very special indeed. We're going to see those coming up in the yellow diamonds. We also have a Russian demantoid over 1 carat. We don't get to see too many of those that exceed 1 carat in size in this super rarity that we have. But last night we really celebrated the rare of garnets. We're going to celebrate yet another tonight. And we also have a very special Mandarin garnet. It's actually the mounting we love that usually houses a yellow diamond. Well, you know it must be special if we've taken the same gorgeous mounting and this time we're putting it with a color in a gemstone we don't normally see. So we've got that on the way. It's going to be our round Mandarin garnet. You know it must be good if it's going to deserve and earn a carat 96 in white diamond. So we have that on the way as well. And for Paraiba lovers. So far we've touched on some of the rarest stones in the world. Blue wing block D, yellow diamonds, but there's also a trio. It's a wheel, and it's going to be 3 incredible Paraiba pieces. And you know what it means if they're together on a wheel. That means we're going to blow out the pricing on every single one of them. And they're going to be still good sized stones, but all going to be in that kind of light half carat range. So I will tell you, they look like they're 1 carats or more, but they are in fabulous mountings as well. And we've got 3 different styles to choose from. So if you've been waiting on Paraiba and they've been a little bit out of the price range, just a little out of reach, maybe they've been a lot out of reach, we're going to solve that tonight with that trio of Paraibas coming up at one of our top of the hours. So make sure you stay with me for that and more. If there's any requests you have, please get those in. We're actually previewing some pieces as well. Boy, do we have a big weekend coming up, the Easter weekend holiday, Monday being our big diamond celebration because Monday is April 1st. So there's lots to tell you about as we move forward. Don't forget our nail hoops are here coming up on the 7th as well. So just a little heads up on all of that as far as scheduling goes, right? We like to keep you updated on what is to come as this is a busy spring season ahead. So we've got a lot of special pieces. Also, we're going to see a couple of those brand new designer pieces we love. And there is something very, very special in yellow diamond earrings as well. Drop earrings that are incredible. And then maybe the most just jaw-dropping, head-turning piece of the night could be this bypass in rubies. I do not even believe. When I saw this ring, I thought, well, I've only seen a couple pieces like this before, and they're usually red carpet worthy or the showpiece of a Rodeo Drive boutique. It is going to be 2 museum caliber rubies. They are completely clean and transparent, and then a ton of big baguette diamonds around it. So that's going to be coming up as well, and that and so much more. We've got a lot to share with you, so I hope you can stay with us throughout the duration. We got 3 hours, but it flies on by. We're going to be moving quickly. We have a lot to get to. There's even a very large star sapphire for you that's going to be actually, I think, our largest we've ever had. It's a 6 carat, and I just heard, did you hear that sound of my very first item rolling off the wheel? It must mean it's earrings. And what else could it be? What would just kind of tend to roll on its own? Think about that, because we don't have these very often. So it's an earring that's going to be, I'm going to have to reset it up for you, but they're actually Tahitian pearls. So I know we've had the strands and I know we've had the rings, but we haven't had the earrings in as far as I can remember. So here's what we're going to see. Let me take a tweezer so I can rescue one here. And then we'll take a look, Tony. Here's the one. And then I will go ahead, and they just kind of have a way about them, because that is really where proof that they are really going to be gorgeous, large, round pearls. And they've actually got, I would say they're just, I would say, because I'm really, really particular, they're a little bit on the oval side, just a little bit. They've got a little more depth than they have width. And that's okay, because that's going to be where you get the look of a round from the front. See, this is what they do. This is what they do, and they were all behaving themselves, and they were perfectly fine, and now they've got a mind of their own. So here, look quick, and then they do have, you can see here the backing. This is going to be that little bit of that silicone stopper, so it's going to be really, again, important so that you've got easy to grip, and then really important because it never loses its shape either, so it's going to be a really secure look there. But that's going to be 1123-702. This is going to be how we start our show, and this is going to be a beautiful Tahitian pearl that are large in their size. They're 13 millimeters each, and you can see they have that really aubergine color. It's what we look for. We want our pearls, especially in the black pearls, we want them to be multi-tonal when it comes to coloring, but also a lot of the black pearls, they just tend to have more of that gray silver look, right? Which is okay. They're still natural and rare and exotic in big sizes, but this is really that upper echelon where you're getting 13 millimeters in the size, but you're also getting these really special colors with the greens, the purples, that bit of burgundy as well. That is what's called that aubergine color that we love to see. And when they start to look iridescent like a peacock feather does with the greens and the purples, then that's when you know you've sort of hit the Tahitian pearl lottery here with the best quality possible. So they're in 14 karat gold. They're going to give you a nice wide look. This is what is going to be a big button style earring, certainly on the ear, which we'll show you coming up. But there's going to be that 13 millimeter size. And I just think for a classic as these are, it's a great way to go. We're going to make them affordable, and they're not even going to be, because I really want to start this Thursday off right? I want to make sure that we get everybody rolling and get you ready to kind of set up and really just, again, aware of what kind of values are going to be taking place all night long and those big top of the hours we have. And then, oh, there's so many gorgeous pieces tonight. But this one's going to be a quick one here. It's going to be less than $9.99 to get the pearl stud. And when we think of pearl studs, just saying that almost, again, conjures an image of a white pearl in a smaller size. Remember how exotic it is when you start to get into these Tahitian black pearls that, once again, are natural. We're not talking about a dyed or a treated or enhanced pearl. Here's what they look like from a distance away, because if you're not super familiar with a millimeter size, let me help you out, because we usually like to measure things with our ruler. So to give you an idea of how 13 millimeters translates into a ruler measurement, you get a ½ an inch there. So that is obviously a very large individual stone, organic in nature. Of course, that means it's made by a living organism, which is really important. We only have one pair, and that's the sad part. I remember back in the day when, a long time ago, we're talking 20 years ago or so, I could have, pearl earrings, and rarely would they be Tahitian, but sometimes we would see Tahitians, and, we might have 4 or 5 or 6 pairs, and they'd be $3,000 a pair, and that was a good 20 years ago. Well, here's what they look like from a distance, so you can see how that ½ an inch diameter translates to the ear itself, but you're also getting something that's better than $9.99. I know how many fans we have of the necklaces and the rings when we bring Tahitian pearls, so it's really exciting to see something that's maybe even the most wearable of all in just kind of this, could be cool, casual, could be dressy, could really kind of fit the bill on any type of occasion, any type of look that you're going for, but they're not even $888, and this really is a price tag we are not accustomed to seeing in the pearl world at all, and they're not even $7.99. So taking a look close up, and we'll show you how that look is, because it's so nice to be able to see the multiple looks, because you've got, obviously, it's important to see the up close so you can see the colors that you're getting, but it's important to see it from a distance to see how that size translates, and it's going to be better than even $699 on this big Thursday night. We are live with you, so make requests known to us. Let us know what you'd like to see throughout the show, but this is not even $699. We're going to blow them out for $599 for the pair. There is only that one pair of earrings, and that's going to be it. And then we've got some beautiful, beautiful collector's pieces tonight. That Paraiba wheel and discount I cannot wait for. I've got a pendant with butterflies and multiple, well, it's a Paraiba, and then butterflies in diamonds. So that's going to be very exciting in tricolor gold, which is always very popular here. We rarely see it, but it's very popular when it does appear. So we'll get to that next, and we'll see who's got our Tahitian pearl studs, and that's the one pair and one pair alone. So we'll see who's got them. Then we're going to be on our way to this gorgeous butterfly piece that is, I'm going to start with this one on the hand, actually, Tony. It's 1123-721. Yes, thank you on the pearls. Those are gone. Congratulations, our pearl studs have found their home. But I wanted to show you this because this is where you get white gold, rose gold, yellow gold. And as a result, let me grab those pearls because we're going to show this up close coming up next. But this is going to be 18 karat gold, and you get 3 different tones. So it really is your go with everything piece here. And then you've got 1123-721. So this is a little idea of the size and the dimension from a distance. And actually, You know what's funny, Tony? I was noticing that too. They have it all listed as white diamonds, so we're going to check it out because I was thinking the same thing. They look like pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, and white diamonds, but we're going to check it out up close and just verify that. But here's your measurement. This is a pendant, and so you've got about 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. I'll show it on the neckline next. The diamond weight is going to be about 35 points, but actually exactly 35 points. But there's also something special in the center, and I know that white diamond butterfly is baguettes, not rounds. And you have in the middle of the white gold butterfly, you've got a Paraiba, which is actually a marquise cut, and it's a 2-pointer. So I wanted to get you kind of familiar with this, and then we'll show it up close. But I thought the size was really important to reference right off the bat, and that's what it looks like from a distance away, so you can see how that's going to look when you put your favorite chain with it, which obviously you're going to have a chain to go with it because it's got the white and the yellow and the rose gold. So no matter what color chain you want to put on with it, you are good to go. We'll take a look at it close up as well, so you can see it here. And now you're seeing the detail. Oh my goodness. Sure enough, those are definitely yellow diamonds. They did not mention yellow diamonds. They did not mention pink diamonds. They only mention white diamonds. I'm very well thinking right now that you're getting a lot of free diamonds here because they didn't even mention the fact that there are huge marquise cuts that also look like, well, it looks like a light yellow green in the yellow diamond butterfly, and it looks like a pink in the pink butterfly. I'm confused here because I think all you're paying for is the 35 points in white diamonds and the Paraiba. And then you've got all these other features that are probably not factored into this price. And I know it can't be 35 points in diamonds because look what you have in those big center stones as well that you have in the marquise shapes there. Yeah, they left out the big diamonds there, and those are exquisite. So you do have pink diamonds, yellow diamonds. No, they are. I mean, they clearly are. So that's really key here. It's just totally left off from a carat weight. So that's where I got to just warn you, you're getting a lot more than you're bargaining for, and that's a good thing because you're only going to pay for the white diamonds and the marquise Paraiba. So 2-point on the neon Paraiba marquise cut, bright as can be. All those white diamonds that are, I would guess, 35 points are those baguettes, and then you have more diamond weight throughout the butterflies. It is stunning, and this is your bail right up top. So your bail is right at the top of that rose gold wing, and then the rest is just going to sit. And I love that they're scattered in different directions a little bit because that's how the butterflies move. And we've got this gorgeous look. And what was the length again? About 3/4 of an inch. Let me do that one more time just to make sure and verify here because I know I did things a little out of order from normal, but it is 3/4 of an inch top to bottom, and we have one, and you're going to love it. Butterflies are so symbolic. They're so pretty and feminine and beautiful, and yet it's not even going to be $1,500 for this pendant. It should be $14.99 at best case, and instead we're doing something vastly different for you. Vastly different. I would hop on the phone lines in a hurry because this is the way I reward those of you that are here with us early is I show you the best jewelry right up front as far as like really designer new fresh, but also really well priced. And then I get you a better deal, an even better deal than even $14.99, where I would argue you're getting a lot of diamonds that aren't even factored in at this price tag. Make sure you're on the phone lines. It's not even going to be $999. So this is really crucial, critical. I just must say you've got to call in as quickly as you can because it's not even $888 or $777. I feel so naughty doing this. I really do. I'm giving away free diamonds here. And a lot of extra two-tone gold here in 18K, and you don't even have to spend $777. It's going to fly. This reminds me of the piece I missed out on the other night with the triple, remember all the different colors of crosses? This is giving me that vibe. Anyway, it's going to be $699. So that one is going to, you know, fly, if I may, out of here. You know it will. It's $699. It has to. So $699 gets it home to you, and we have one only, and it's 30 seconds. Yeah, Tony, if we're lucky, it'll last 30 seconds, and we'll be able to look at it for that long. But I'm telling you, there are a lot of freebie extras there. Sometimes we've noticed this designer, because this is not our own, otherwise we would know exactly the carat weights, but sometimes we've noticed these designers sometimes leave a few crucial details out, like in this case, yellow and pink diamonds and the big marquise cuts that you have in the middle. So it's a benefit to you, that's for sure. And we have 10 seconds left, and I think, Tim, are you going to take this one too? I think so. All right, so that one's as good as gone. We've got Paraiba drop earrings tonight as well that are brand new. And I wanted to show you pretty quickly here a very important ruby ring. Okay, Tim, we got someone on your heels, but you've got it. All right, congratulations. And then we're going to stay with the wheel here because look at this. This is the one I mentioned. Don't be intimidated by the high-end nature of this ring, but I just had to show it up front and early because, oh my gosh, it is fabulous and very important. This is important jewelry at its best here. I know we show you a lot of important jewelry, and this is really, really important. And I tell you right now, It's special. It's really special. Item number on this one is 1123612. There's that evil / naughty / little, I'm getting ready to discount this one too. And we've seen a couple of rubies like this. We have. And just one of them will be $7,000 or $8,000 in a ring. And oh yeah, we've got something more important coming up on 3612. This is platinum, solid platinum. And what in the world? I mean, this is just so stunning. The two rubies are a perfect match. You've got a carat 38 in the rubies themselves. They're ovals, they're clean. I mean, do you really see? I know we get kind of spoiled around here because we always like to point out, we get used to these great qualities and these undeniable levels of quality you would not find anywhere else. But it is important to point out that that's not a normal shade of ruby. That's not a normal clarity of ruby. That is not normal to see that amount of vibrance and just, dare I say, brilliance. I mean, we're talking about ruby, not really a trait that this stone usually exhibits, but it is here and it is now, and it's very, very special. And then are you ready to talk diamonds? Because this is more than just about the total carat weight of diamonds. It's about how we got there. Remember, it's not always about the destination. Sometimes it's about the journey. Sometimes the journey can be even better than the destination, right? It's so true. As a longtime lover of road trips, I can tell you that. But it's 153 in diamonds. But it's the fact that there are only 14 individual stones that you have there, 14 individual baguettes that are tapered to make that curve, that seamless wave, that beautiful design. And it's going to be, do you know what that equates to? They're about 11 points apiece. So every single one of those diamonds that are accents to the rubies, those could all be center stones in rings as well. And instead, they're adorning and they are just leading into, I mean, it almost is like a little bit of a journey or a road, right? And the way they meet in the middle, maybe that's going to be symbolic to you, right? I'm not a huge fan of the heart shapes, you know that, you guys know that already, but I love symbolic and meaningful pieces of jewelry. I think that that's what jewelry really is about. And if you want to have something that really is indicative of maybe where two paths cross, or whether two meet in the middle as one, or whatever that is, that's really what I think this bypass design, given that it's so really important with the stones, and of course being the red color that we love so much out of July's birthstone. This is top quality Mogok Burma. There's just a lot happening in this ring that I think can be very symbolic to you. So take a look at it. We're going to show it again, and I think that we're going to do something really crazy cool with the price tag as well, but I want you to see it's so wearable. You know, there's a lot of big rubies out there that are not always, when they are bigger rubies, it's not always going to be that super wearable piece. I think this is that everyday style, whether it's a right hand ring, whether you decide to opt to have us size it larger so it can be an index finger ring or a middle finger ring. I mean, that's an option. It's platinum. So you're getting that. So it's got the weight. And I know that you guys look at jewelry all the time, but until you actually feel it, I like to remind you when a piece really feels weighty like this, I really, really want you, oh my gosh, look at the diamond brilliance from the back of these baguettes too. That is so beautiful, and the clarity of the stones through the back, but I wanted you to see the depth of platinum, the thickness of it, how it's made so properly, these incredible stones. This is really that kind of ring that you would not be surprised to see a six-figure price tag on all day long, but it's going to be incredibly, incredibly affordable. 14 individual stones, 7 on each side, if that number's significant. And then you have a carat 53 total, so about 11 points each. It's supposed to be $12,999. Take a look at it on the hand, though, because I know you're probably anxious to see what that looks like. How it is diamonds from one side to the other. That does not stop. They're perfectly placed so that they are mindful of the fact that we wanted to cover the hand with diamonds. And much like our 5-stone ring is going to do on Monday, April 1st. So keep in mind, April Fool's Day, which is this coming Monday, is going to be the start of April month, which is the start of Diamond Month, which is why we're bringing out the biggest 5-stone diamond ring we've ever had. So anyway, that's coming up too. But this is where, again, the bypass style, the rubies meeting in the middle, look at the clarity and glow from a distance, even when it's on the hand, and it's going to be better than even $13,000. So come on in. Those are stones that are about 70 points a piece in the rubies. Honestly, they look all day long like 1-carat stones. It's just really, I marvel at the clarity. We're not going to do $10,000. It is one significant, one highly important ring. I know we're only 19 minutes in, so forgive me for showing such incredibly high end so early, but it is one of those that is a true one of a kind that is going to go. And this is yet just another reward for those of you that are here early, ready to go, ready to snap up those deals, get those values. I mean, it really is a treat to have something like this, and it is not going to be even $9,000 or $8,000 or $7,000 either. We're going to go even lower than that. So come on in, because there's one only, and I know that we're going to have a collector out there who really appreciates the highest end quality possible. This is so it in every single respect. It's not going to be $79.99, $69.99, or $59.99, and those are incredibly important baguettes. They work a lot like emerald cuts. You see the flash they get off the surface. They're slightly tapered so that they all can just sit flush together. They're creating that perfect seamless row, and then that again flanked in platinum, so it's a great feel. It's a great weight to this ring. It's not even $59.99. We have one only. And for the ruby lovers, oh my goodness, how important is that? Ruby, ruby, ruby. I mean, just perfect blue reds. It is just, there's nothing like it. I was never a ruby fan in the early parts of my career until I saw Burmese. And then I said, okay, now wait, that's a different level right there. Burmese, especially in top clarity like this, it's a totally different animal than what we see in regular rubies. And I'll blow it out right now for $4,999 only. And remember, platinum setting and great weight to it. So that is something to keep in mind here as we move forward. There is only one, and then we're gonna get back to, we've got, again, big tanzanite tonight. Just one blue wing black D in the inventory. Oh, and I can tell you, we have an incredible gents ring featuring this stone that's really new and very exotic. And we've never had it for a gentleman before. We've had it in earrings and a ring and a pendant, a necklace actually last night for the ladies, but we've never had one for the gentlemen. So we're going to bring out Andalusite. And for those of you, do you guys remember the other day? It was about a week ago maybe. We had a really, really important aquamarine pendant. Do y'all remember? And it was, oh, I want to say it was 65 carats or so, maybe 56, 60 carats. It was huge. It had a, what was it, 35, 40, 50,000, no, it was $60,000 price tag. We're gonna do something that reminds me a lot of that. So for those of you that said, okay, I love the idea of a big aqua pendant, but I can't do $60,000 or really anywhere near that, we've got a special solution here today that is not going to deny you the bigger size of aqua or the premium color either. We're going to show you a trillion cut stone. It is in a pendant as well. And this one is very, very impressive in size still. So it's not going to be quite 60 carats, which by the way, that would take, I think, a special occasion to wear. I don't know if everybody's going to just throw on a 60 carat gem every single day, but this one could be a little bit more versatile for you in that it's not overwhelming in the size. It's about 11 carats. So gets you a little bit more wearable here. It's going to be actually 1048. It's 3741. I know how many of you were admiring that very special aqua we had. Of course, Sierra Santa Maria is what we specialize in here so that you only get the very best of the best. We're going to show that to you right now in a fabulous trillion. And then it's got a little bit of a bow design to the top. So really special bail, great custom design. Let's take a look at this. And I think you're going to like it a lot because it's just that premium quality. Yeah, we're starting with a bang here, and that's going to be very, very special. And oh, look at the color. I actually prefer this to the other cut. The other one that we had the other day that was gigantic was a cushion cut, and it was set to east to west. And it was a very, very large stone, and that really was the headline there. But in this case, you're getting one, look at that color. My gosh, it looks like Paraiba because it's so saturated. And then this almost feels like a ribbon meets heart-shaped design, both together in the pave in that split bail. This is a dynamic piece. And I'm a lover of trillions. Everyone's got their favorite cuts, right? And for me, I either tend to go with the really, 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 really flashy stones, which are trillions, or I go with a really kind of clean and really polished emerald cut. I've got to say, this aqua, you're never going to find one as lively, and it's still got all the color saturation, and it looks like you have blue diamonds embedded within it. It's solid platinum as well on 3741, and it's a 1048 trillion Sierra Santa Maria aqua, and boy, do we have, I'm going to tell you right now, this one's going to be extremely affordable for what I was expecting this to be over $15,000. I look at everything, and you know, when you do this as long as I have, and you do it every single day, you kind of get a little sense by looking at a piece what the price tag is going to be. And I will tell you right now, this one kind of shocked me in a good way, where I was really, really, really extra impressed and enthused about this price tag and this discount that you're going to get today. It is so important. It is so specialty, but it's also a diamond weight here, a pave at 30 points. So you've got platinum setting, huge 10.5 carat aquamarine that is that trillion cut, which is just so It really does take what we love about why you spend more to get a Sierra Santa Maria, and that means elsewhere. Obviously here you don't have to. We could put our prices on the best aquamarine against the regular kind of status quo of aqua out there, and we're still gonna beat it. We really will. But you're getting that premium level quality that is nowhere else. And trust me, if you think, well, what's the difference? There's a big, so it's a mine in Brazil that I've heard about and it's extinct and it's gone. The difference is everything here, because the color you typically get in a basic aqua is almost no color. So you're saying color, what color? Most aquamarines, and they're still beautiful, don't get me wrong, but most aquamarines are going to have little to no color. They're virtually colorless, right? This is where you're getting a major, major dynamic pop of color. You get the brightest, most saturated aquamarine there has ever been known to exist from the natural world. And you're getting a huge size in this case, which normally $60,000 a carat, $70,000 a carat. Those are normal per carat prices to see on Sierra Santa Maria. Elsewhere, we do better. I was expecting this to be $15,000 or more here on this show. Not retail, not auction house, not wholesale. Here on our incredible show with everything we do, it's got a lot better price than that. So come on in, because trust me, this is going to fly. We have one only, obviously. You're going to see it in a couple ways. I'll show it on the neckline. We'll show you all the details and show you the size. But let's take a look at it first up close, and then watch how this color is never going to ever fade. It's never going to get more light or dull. It just keeps on going. This is really stunning. And that color is everything. And then paired up with the liveliness of that cut. And watch this. You can actually, you've got a really nice big bail here, so you can wear it like so. Put your favorite white gold, sterling silver, or platinum chain. Any one will work, even though this piece is in platinum. Don't worry too much about it. If you have a chain in a white metal, it's going to work and match back. But this is so specialty. It almost looks like, again, little split bail here that you have as a heart design. I think you could actually do this too if you wanted to. If you wanted to, see, that looks like the letter L to me in like a big, what do we used to call those little bubble letters? My mom was always so good. She was so good at drawing bubble letters. I don't know, Mom, if you've done that in a while, but she would always draw the coolest little like bubble letters, you know, where they almost looked like little like balloons, you know, in letters. So I don't know if you have an L in an initial. I'm getting that vibe right now. I'm just saying you could do that. So you could wear it with just utilizing one of the sides or one of the angles of the bail. That's what I would do. But here we go. That's what it's going to look like for, I think, most people. And then here we go where it's got this really special size. It's going to be about 1.25 inches in size top to bottom. And then I'm going to show it to you on the neckline. So put your favorite chain right on through. It's going to be a very, very special color. Look at that color. I mean, that just, I'm in a little darker light over here, so you're seeing even more of that saturated, gorgeous sky baby blue, but it's as popping as it gets. It really is specialty, and there it is. So great size, great distance. What about 15,000? No, you don't love it? Me neither. So we're going to make this a whole lot more affordable to where there's going to be multiple people on the phone lines trying to get this one just because the value is so ridiculously good. I just wish we could look at this all night, but you know the reality. We have a lot of pieces like this that are all special and different and designer and unique and really, really, really well priced. And so here's what we've got for you. A better value than even $15,000 or $10,000. Check that stone out. Did I just get lucky the first time and have it set up perfectly and now it's not going to want to? Perhaps, but here we go. We'll try it again. And solid platinum, and it's not going to be even half of that price. We've already discounted it to $10,000. I am trying to make this as affordable as it can be so that I couldn't leave well enough alone. Here it is. Give us a call right now, first caller. Not even $5,000. Not even $4,000. This is insanely good for a 10.5 carat. We've not had one this size, by the way, in our own jewelry. We've gotten that big 60 carat or so, but this is the one to get if you want a big gem in a fancy cut. And I'm going to make it less than $3,000. We'll sell it for $29.99 to the very first caller. That is it. It is going to go very quickly. We know that. So $29.99 gets you the ultimate high-level, best of Sierra Santa Maria Aqua that we have besides that cushion, which I like this one better for the color. It's got a little bit more powerful color to it than even that larger stone had the other day. It is really important cutting as well. And then, of course, that meetup of the bail split with the pave into the point of that trillion cut really just makes it. Hey, for everybody who missed out on that 2-carat diamond the other day, I know we had a lot of people miss out on a 2-carat diamond because of the way I priced it. I've got a carat 76 today that's really special, and it's an oval. So the carat 76 oval is going to look like a 2-carat plus. And so I've got a really important value there. So we'll see that. And we have a bracelet with Alexandrite. Thank you on the aqua. Only piece left of the evening so far would be that fabulous ruby bypass. So keep that in mind. But let's take a look at this. A bracelet in Alexandrites and diamonds, and that similar, can you tell the designer influence here, is the same designer that put together that aqua pendant we just sold, and you've got the same kind of look here. This one's going to be a little bit tricky to balance on its edge here, but wanted you to see that it's almost like the same kind of chevron meets heart design that you had in the last piece for the bail. Let's just put it on the wrist here, and that'll be a better way to show it. It's going to be item number 11235504. This one has that similar heart design. I think for also Wonder Ring lovers, I put it on the wrist, Tony, just because it's not not sitting up by itself. I'm going to have to prop it up some other way. But take a look at this just so we can get a feel for the size, first of all. And then note it's 18 karat gold, so we have the solid 18K. And then you have 72 points in Alexandrite, 69 points in diamonds. And yes, we were remarking on this earlier in the week about how unusual it is to do such incredible pieces like bracelets with all of this link to them in 18 karat gold. It's going to have a box link closure. So that's an insert slide closure with one figure 8. That's what it looks like from a distance. And then let me show you back up close, because actually it does have the Alexandrites, which I'm fascinated because I just looked at them and they were green and now they're purple. And that's what it's doing. We've been seeing some of these round stones lately do that, where they're changing in the improper light. And it's not entirely incandescent light here. You would normally need all of the surrounding ambient to be incandescent or fluorescent lighting. That's not what we have in this studio. And so what you have here is kind of like a little bit of a shocker here. It's a little bit of that phenomena where it's already happening. These stones are changing from a blue-green to a purple, and then every section you're going to see it's going to have that same pattern of mirror finished gold link, then the diamond link, then the Alexandrite link, and that's going to carry on through the entire bracelet. So one side to the other. Sometimes lately we've been seeing where these rare stones are just a few sparsely set within the bracelet. This is the entire way through. So I'll walk you through it. Big diamond, big Alex, big diamond, big Alex, and then of course every third link is going to give you that mirror finishing. So really, really specialty there. And well, every other rather, because you've got, yes, the diamonds and the Alexandrites alternate, but it's going to be a one only. And remember, 69 points in diamonds. And then we'll show you here what we can do. I want to come in a little closer too to show you the magnitude of these diamonds because the round brilliants are so stunning. Take a look at this. And yes, the Alexandrites are rounds as well. That's a huge upgrade to get. And that's very, very special. And you've got such incredible stones here throughout that are already changing color. There's that direction where I think if you are, whether you're a lover of a modern heart shape or it's, hey, we know a lot of you have the Wonder Ring, right? The chevron style that is in the Wonder Ring that so many of us own and so many of us love and wear every single day in one way, shape, or form. This really carries that theme through as well. So you have a piece that may work back almost as if it was custom made, meant to be, and matching to what so many of you already have in our collection. So something to consider there as we're looking at one of our best here, and you've got a great value coming your way because what is supposed to be $17,999 out the window, we're doing a lot better for you right now. And when else do you see Alexandrites in a bracelet? Think about that. Alexandrites, color changing chrysoberyl, great durability, by the way, for anybody who says, I don't know if I should be wearing a stone that rare in a bracelet that is susceptible to, you know, those knocks on the keyboard or the desk, or, you know, it's kind of out there. Your bracelets need to be tougher, right? They're kind of out there and exposed to the elements of the world as you wear them. Alexandrite's an 8.5 on the Mohs scale. So there are only 2 stone categories that are going to give you any more durability than Alexandrites do. So don't fear that at all. Let's take a look at it and give you a better price than even $17,999. Do we have anybody thinking about it? June's birthstone also. Pearl is one. It's kind of the common one we all think of. But there's Alexandrite waiting in the wings as the alternative for those that can find it, which is not typical. Usually people cannot find Alexandrite jewelry out and about. We're lucky enough to have some of our best for you. And it's not even going to be let's do $7,999 instead. Or should we go even lower than that? And also you can stack it, layer it if you want to do that. But it's going to be better than even $8,000 or $7,000. We just keep on going. That's how we move a lot of one-of-a-kinds in a show like this. Is going to be very special, and it's not going to be $79, $69, $59. I'm trying to make everything affordable no matter how rare it is. That's really what I do, is make sure that every single last piece is incredibly affordable for our collectors out there so that it's never a matter of, oh, I really fell in love with that piece, but there's no way I can do it. Instead, we do the exact opposite. Turn pricing on its ear and just say, you know what, just take it. For better than $5,000 and better than $4,000 and better than $3,000, and yet it is a bracelet. I want to double check, actually, that's what I meant to do. I meant to check the length here because they don't do that. So I want to make sure that we have a 7-inch here because you just never know. It is actually 7 1/4 for the record. So keep that in mind, 7 1/4. If you like a little extra length to give you a little more drape down the hand, still going to work for an average size, but watch this. As I even just change the angle of those stones, they go from blue-green to purple. You see it right here. It's amazing. So you're not going to have to wait for one particular or specific environment of light to see your color change happen. If they're color changing in our studio right now, that means you're going to see this color change element all the time. time and time again without anything special, without any, special requirements needed, or really trying to get fancy with your little gem lights or your pen lights or your UV lights, right? You're just going to see it in real life. And we're going to do it right now for $29.99 instead. It's under $3,000 for a bracelet in 18 karat gold. You could get plain gold and spend more than $3,000. We've added diamonds and Alexandrites to the mix in this incredible, incredible wider style with those mirror finish links that are so well done. And we just have this one bracelet. Again, 7¼ inches, so perfect also because we usually see 7 or under. So I love that this is giving you a little more length if that's what you need or prefer, which again, even if you typically wear a 7-inch, by the way, a 7¼ is going to be just fine. It just gives you a little more ability to have it kind of drape down the wrist for you. So it's just going to be a little extra there, and really, really important style. So that's here at the moment, but we've got about 19 seconds left. And then don't forget Paraiba's on discount coming up a little bit later. I've got another aqua, actually we've got an aqua ring to show you. We'll go ahead and show you something that matches in the color with what we saw in the pendant earlier that's already gone. And don't forget about the bypass ruby designer piece that is still here, but that's the only piece so far from the evening. But we've got a big aqua, and it's a cushion cut, and it's a square cushion. So very, very special and unique. And then don't forget, we've got a gents ring with Andalusite that is here. And I'll probably have to bring out that yellow diamond on the early side because we only have one and it's going to fly. So we've got a carat 76. That's one of the rarer sizes we've ever brought you in diamonds. So that's going to be coming up. Let me know on the Alexandrite bracelet. And that would be, oof, that's a pretty value there, isn't it? $29.99. Here's the aqua that we have. This reminds me a little bit, just the internal brilliance of it with the cushion square here, reminds me a lot of that trillion we saw in the pendant, just because it is that similar color and then very vibrant with all that faceting kind of centered and then going out like a firework effect. It's beautifully done in the square cushion, and it's going to be 1123,246. Huge discount on this one. Simple, elegant, straightforward bridge. It's still a bridge, and which is kind of dynamic because you're going to have the diamonds running from one side to the other and underneath. However, it's also going to give you this really special prominent set up higher on a pedestal. Look how pretty this is. And then the point, which is the culet, the very, very bottom point of the stone is going to be, you see that? It's hovering just above the diamond. So you get that really special appreciation of all the different angles of your stone. You're really seeing the depth of that 278. Of course, 32 points in diamonds. There are bigger diamonds individually. They're going all the way underneath one side to the other. We just have one here as well. So it's a night of one of a kinds as usual, but even more so I would say tonight than our typical Thursday night. And so we really encourage you to dial in early if you want to get any of these pieces before they're gone. And this one's here because it's got to blow out. This was a $29.99 ring last time it aired. Last time it was on this show, on display, on that wheel, it was $3,000. Well, we've seen, look what we've had for $3,000. The aqua pendant, the Alexandrite and diamond bracelet. So now we just need to find a way to make this a little more interesting here. And we will, because we got to give it away, and that's what we're doing on everything. It's a big Thursday. It's getting ready to kick off a holiday weekend. We're just so honored to have your company with us tonight. So it's going to be a better value than even $29.99 or $19.99. So major opportunity. Get on those phone lines quickly if you'd like it, because you see how quickly these one-of-a-kinds are going tonight, as they usually do. But as we look at it here, you see that it's not even going to be $19 or it's not even $1,500. This is a true, honest to goodness blowout on a nearly 3 carat. That doesn't happen very often because that's a still upper level size of Sierra Santa Maria's. Here it is on the hand. So you can take a look at what that looks like from a distance away and just really appreciate that size and that structure of that ring and the way that, I mean, simple, elegant, doesn't have diamonds on every which angle here all the way around, but it's a really, really special ring. And you know what? I've got it for better than $14.99 as well. So you are getting a screaming deal on this one. And we can even change the gold color. So if you'd prefer the yellow gold or the rose gold, let us do that for you. But it's going to be one caller taking it, not even $1,500. It's not $14.99 either. So you've got a huge value already. And I might just make it a little more interesting. And look at the finishing you do have, just to appreciate it from this angle. And you can see how it's finished on the inside, that basically the bottom layer of the bridge is going to be your support system on the underside. It acts as an under gallery. Then you've got your gold all the way around that. And then there's that beauty and that brilliance and just eye-popping colors. We don't expect to see that much diamond-like color and brilliance from an aqua, but the right cut with the right color does actually achieve it. So instead of $14.99, I'm going to blow it out. We're going to give you an extra discount. We'll make it $1,399 for one caller only. That is it. So it's a huge value on our Sierra Santa Maria in that great exotic cut. You're still getting a more unusual cut there for sure. Don't see a lot of square cushion cuts at all. So you've got it right here, and it's for one caller, and we'll give that 30 seconds as well. Lowest price that'll ever be. So might as well take it home before somebody else gets it, because if somebody else has taken it, it'll never be an option for you at your home. So we'd rather get, again, this is why those early specials come out to play, because all these tremendous discounts are happening right here, right now for our early birds tonight in this first hour. So 39 minutes in, and look at what we've had. Some really awesome values and discounts for you. And then I'm thinking we bring out that 176 yellow diamond, because we know what's going to happen. It is the only one we have of this size. It's the only one we've ever had. We brought you fancy diamonds now for about 6 years. The network's been here longer, but as far as diamonds are concerned, we haven't always had the yellows, the pinks, the blues, the greens. That's a more recent addition. I'm going to bring you a size that is the next best thing to a 2 carat, and it looks all day. Yes, Aqua gone, thank you so much, enjoy it, and then here we go. Oh my. It is the ideal color on top of this very, very exciting size you're going to get. I'm tempted to ask a favor of y'all that I would not normally say. But the ask here would be to truly call in and say sold before you even see the price tag, just to ensure you get it. Because honestly, this value, this size, okay, we're going to get you ideal color here. In an oval brilliant cut. That means the fire goes beyond. This is not listen, if you've ever looked at ovals, because they're everywhere, oval diamonds, they don't usually look like this. This is a specialty. It's like think of it like an adaptation of a cut. It's a special modified cut that's called an oval brilliant cut. And what that's going to give you is the power of this stone to just glitter from every single last angle as you look at it. That is not a typical oval, where a lot of times you're going to see a lot of open color in an oval. You're going to see very kind of like open spaces of vast, let's say, spaces within the stone where you don't see glitter factor. That is not happening here. This is that brilliant stone. It's item number 1123317. Please dial in early. I know I'm saying it all the time with these one-of-a-kinds, because that's just how we roll. And we have so many people miss out every single evening and every single day that we're here. We have so many people miss out on these one-of-a-kinds. I just don't have anything else like this in our yellow diamond collection, which is dwindled down to next to nothing, by the way. This is a size we have not had historically. We've had our 1 carats, we've had our 1.5 carats. We've even had 2.5 carats. But this is that happy medium where it's still a gigantic size at 176. But it gives you the visual of a 2 carat all day, but you're not paying for a 2 carat. That's the beauty of it. And that's where this is so exciting, is because you're paying nowhere near what you should be for this look. And yet this is an amazing VS stone. It's item number 1123317, and it's a 18 karat 2-tone gold. Let me give it a little bit of breathing room here, because obviously we're crowding the ring because it's huge. And my wheel will have to readjust it again because it's got a mind of its own and it's moving all over the place. So we'll get it back centered up here for you. But look at this stone, which starts with our carat 76 oval. In the truly, whether you prefer lighter or darker, there's one thing that we can all agree on, because it's just a statement of fact. There are colors that are just deemed the most valuable. And when it comes to yellow diamonds, where you don't want it to be too light and you don't want it to be overly dark where it has browns or deep golden colors, you want that saturation, but you want it to be pure yellow color. That's exactly what this is. And it's a carat 76 oval, as mentioned. So there's that really unusual size. And then you've got yellow diamonds as accents around it, 40 points there. So yes, you're getting a tremendous amount of yellow diamond material, and then another 86 points in white diamonds. So your triple style shank is going to taper down on the sides in a lovely way so that it's still really wearable, but it's still giving you that wider effect as it comes up and meets the double halo in the middle. That's a 302 total carat weight, by the way. So it's pretty rare to get up and over 3 carats in total. We've got it. And yet there's one piece, and you know what? Nobody's taken my advice. And nobody's jumped in, probably because you think this is some kind of scheme. She's asking me to call in and say sold before I even know the price tag? What's she going to do, sell it to me for $2 million? No, of course not. I would never do that to you. I'm a shopper too, and I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive shopper because I'm a professional shopper, and to be a pro shopper, you got to be aggressive. especially when it comes to irreplaceable one-of-a-kinds that one person gets and the rest of us suffer, right? And I have missed out on my fair share of opportunities and deals, and I don't like the feeling. And I don't want that to happen to you. And it's going to happen to a couple of callers tonight. That is a reality because this is such a fantastic value. So 302 total weight in diamonds, your yellow and your white. Take a look though, and I'm going to try this on because when you see this, you're going to notice it does look a lot bigger than a 176. I mean, obviously we don't see a lot of those, but I know we see our 2 carats here and there, and this is going to give you that look. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. So you can see there, I mean, that is an incredible ring from the center all the way on out. Love the way they've kind of, squeezed in some bigger yellow diamonds here on the sides between your white diamonds that are on the edges here. And then you've got this really fabulous double halo, which the eye sees as just basically a continuation of the center stone. When they match like that and they're bright, it's like the halo is extending the center stone to make that center stone look even larger than it already is. And you're getting all of that for one incredible value that did start, by the way, at $18,999, and that is the case because of the color. I know we've done some 2 carats that have been a little bit less than that, but this reason is started at $19,000. I'm going to show it to you. This is the bag. There's the photograph of the ring right there, and then there's the price tag. So it did start at over $37,000. It got down to just under $19,000. And yet the reason for that is because of the specific color and tone of that diamond and the fact that it is such an unusual carat weight to get. But we're bringing you a better value than $18,999. And still, with all that said, nobody's on the phone lines at all. And that's okay too. But remember how quickly this is going to go because the value, you have no idea. It's just going to be so affordable that I don't know of, and we had a lot of people who missed out on a 2 carat the other day. It was a 209, and I know it was really, really well priced. There were a lot of people that missed out on it. We felt bad. There's nothing we can do. We don't even have fresh yellow diamonds coming in. We've been to every trade show of the year so far. We know the deal. They've seen huge increases in price just even as the months go by between different trade shows that we've already been in this calendar year. We've seen the same darn yellow diamonds go up 50, 60% in price tag at the wholesale marketplace just because that's the demand of yellow diamonds right now. So as we look at this, and as I tell you, it's going to be under 19, and remember that's worthy because that's where, if you are a really good shopper, you like to know how much you're saving, and that's where, again, note that this started at $19,000 as my absolute rock bottom should be. We're going to take it a lot lower than that right now. It's not going to be even $9,999, which is where it gets really interesting on a stone this size. And remember, you are getting 302 in total carat weight. So it's an incredible piece. It's a luxury stone. It's all natural. For those of you that are newer with us, that's a natural yellow diamond. Doesn't get treatment of any kind. We only bring you natural diamonds. Not only natural from the earth, but natural in their color. There are 2 different distinctions to make there because a lot of stones are natural diamonds and then they get treated to get the color. Neither of those were the case here in the fact that it is a natural stone that did not need any color enhancement because that was the color naturally. So it's faceted, it's polished, it's set in this beautiful ring. It's not $9,000. It's not $8,000. And 3 carats, 02 in diamonds, I don't think you could ever get in this way, this affordable ever again. We've got one, let's blow it out. And this really is the ring that looks like that piece you went out and just said, I'm going to break the bank, I don't care. I got to have the luxury, I got to have the best of the best. Money is no object, just give me the quality. This looks like you spent $1 million on a ring, and you know what? You easily could. If you were shopping outside of our world, you could easily spend $1 million. And I mean that quite literally because of the color saturation, because of the level it's getting. It's not even $89.99 though tonight. You've got a chance to pick it up, but it's not going to be even $7,999. And that's kind of the value that's going to break the bank, so to speak, as far as getting everybody on the lines and getting really excited about that individual opportunity, because we don't see anything that's in the 2 carat arena or the 2 carat look priced like that. So this is go time. And the fact is, I'm not done. Not even done discounting yet. It's a very, very important show where it doesn't matter how high-end the piece is, we're taking it ultimately low for you, and you get a better value than $79.99. I have never seen anything like this, but we're going to make sure it goes. And here we are looking at one of our most incredible, and that's saying something because we've had a lot of yellow diamond deals over the years. This is really, truly, I think, where you get the most bang for your buck, and it's not even $7,500. This is incredible, and you know it. And we've already got people dialed in, so it looks like we're verifying already, and I'm still not going to stop the savings. We're going to save even more. And the first caller will take it for $6,999. One caller only. Good luck. And I've got 30 seconds with that one if it lasts that long. Probably unlikely that that happens, but this is the value. And remember, you've got a money-back guarantee. I realize these are more important purchases. Yes, I get that. These are some of those really significant styles, and that one is gone as well. Congratulations. I do have a pair of yellow diamond earrings. Mentioned these earlier. They're heart shapes, actually. So let me just show these really quickly because that one's gone. And then here we are. Oh, my goodness. Heart-shaped yellows. These have a slightly lighter tone than what we just saw in that ring. And we've got a lever-back style. And here is what, oh, yeah, look at those. Those are pretty, right? Really pretty yellow diamonds. And I know I'm going to have to give them a little bit of help here to prop them up. But it's item number 1123-156. And come on in very early on these as well because it's another one pair. It's only one pair, as is. So what can I tell you? They're going to be flying. Make sure you're on the phone lines as quickly as you can to get these as well. One pair. Those are big center stones. And actually, they start with 18 karat gold. So we're back to more of that premium gold we love. 18 karat two-tone. Let me just prop one up on the hand here for you so you can see how they're going to drape and their length. And there's 61 points in the center stones. So figure just under 1/3 of a carat each. And they're heart shapes and they're VS stones and they're natural yellows yet again. We've added 26 points in yellow diamonds beyond that and 67 points in the white diamonds as well. And there's their length. They're going to be 1 inch from top to bottom. I am not counting the loop of the lever back because what you see from the ear lobe on out is going to be 1 inch in your diamond drops. I'm going to try one on for you as well. There's a beautiful movement about them. I want to set this one up a little bit better too so you can see that clarity and color of the heart shape, but this is a very special earring. And notice how some of those white diamonds, that big diamond there that is going to basically be the transition between the lever back front and the diamond double halo in the heart shape, that is a very large, beautiful, round, brilliant diamond on its own there. So you've got something significant just in that larger white diamond presence there. And then, of course, the big stones are the yellows in the heart shapes. Here's what they look like on, just to give you another idea of what they look like from a distance away, just so you can see that drop and that movement they're going to give. And they're going to be better than, oh, yes, I remember these at $89.99. Dale, remember $89.99 for a carat 54 in diamonds. But, of course, a very important shape there in that rare heart shape that is a good size. So you've got that important heart shape, double halo as well. And then you've got that really fabulous lever back with diamonds in the front. They're not even going to be close to $89.99. Have you seen we're giving away jewelry on this Thursday night? We are giving away jewelry. It's the last couple of days of March. We're moving a lot of inventory before we get into April. We're doing that right now, continuing that tonight, taking a look close up, and I'll prop this one up for you so you can see that color, the shade, the cutting, all of that, plus the two together, so you can really appreciate the incredible matching that you're getting. There's the one I just had on, a little close up, and then here's the other one, which you can see the match is just right there. And we're going to make it even better than $9,000. We're blowing them out. So even if you've seen it before and you think, well, if they're $89.99, I've seen that girl can go real, real low, but I bet you she's going half off at $45. I'm going lower than that. So a 50% off sale has just occurred. And now we take it much lower for you, much lower. Not $45, not $39.99. There's one pair. It is so rare, we know this, because when we get all excited when we see one heart-shaped diamond, especially a yellow diamond in a heart shape, we get very excited to see one individual stone. The fact that there are two identically matched in this earring, looking like they do with all those extra diamonds to total a carat 54. When you've got a heart shape, think about it again, symbolic perhaps, yes, giving it to a loved one, how beautiful that would be. Mother's Day is now really around the corner, so think about that as well. What a beautiful gift that would be for the yellow diamond lover, because you probably already have a yellow diamond ring if you've been shopping with us for any period of time. You've probably got something in yellow diamonds that this would then work back to and match. So you've got options here. It's not going to be $39.99. Even that is still too high for what we're doing on this Thursday night. Give us a quick call. You'll be glad you did, because when they're gone, and I can't make another because, again, we discussed this. We don't have any more yellow diamonds to choose from. So this is everything that's set up and made and ready to go is what we have. And yet they're not even going to be $3,500. Huge value right now. They're not 35, they're not 34, they're not 33. This is going ultimately low. And remember, so much rarity here. It's so much about the opportunity, the rarity to have two heart shapes here together, and great finishing on the inside. Look at that undergallery. So if you do have your hair up or hair back, or you've got a shorter haircut, people do see the back of your earring sometimes. So we take note, and we really want those to be as beautiful and designer as the front. And that's important too. We never want to ignore the back of an earring like this either. And you know what? Not even $33 or $32 or $3,100. It's going even lower than that. The very first caller, yes, there's only one pair. They're going to fly, and they're not going to be even $3,099. This is one pair. Take them while they're here. Try them out. If you're lucky enough to have a heart-shaped yellow diamond, oh my goodness, it would be perfect to go with it. And they're $2,999 while we have about 5 minutes until our top of the hour. And you know we have something special coming up for the top of the hour. So that's going to be on the way. Don't forget our perfect 10 Asher cut, tanzanite, blue wing, block D. It's the only tanzanite I have the entire evening. That's going to be coming up for you. And are we ever excited about that? Very, very special. And don't forget, there are 2 pieces available from the hour only. That would be our Alexandrite and diamond bracelet and the ruby bypass ring, which is just gorgeous. 2 really incredible rubies. Just a reminder, if you weren't with us in the first couple of minutes of the show, this is here for under $5,000. It's $49.99. Rubies and huge baguettes together. So make sure you grab a phone to get in on that one before that's gone, because that's not going to last. And then our heart-shaped earrings. So let me know if you like those, and then we're going to keep moving. Paraiba earrings, anybody? I've got one more earring to show you before the top of the hour gets here, and they're going to go quickly. We know that. Very, very certain of that, because it's Paraiba in platinum with diamonds that almost look like almost like a star or a snowflake design. Check this out. These are so pretty, and they're going to need some help. But let me just prop them up here for you so you can see what they're all about. It's going to be item number 1123700. I like to get up close. We need to always make sure you see the quality of these stones. First and foremost here, take a look at this. That is so special. I know that we've been talking a lot about Paraibas of late, of smaller sizes, because they're the deluxe color that you have. Take a look at this. This is what it's going to look like from a distance away. So you see there's going to be that post and butterfly backing. It's actually going to be one of those silicone backings with the stopper behind it. Then you also have this snowflake design, which is platinum. 4 points in the Paraiba, which are Brazilian, and I think you probably guessed that by when you saw it from a close-up there. When you saw the color, probably was the telltale giveaway that that is Brazilian material. And then you've got also a carat 08 in diamonds. And so what they're going to do is they've got a little bit of this bar here at the top, and then they lead into this beautiful snowflake design that is almost like a star or a snowflake combined. Lots of diamond weight here at carat 08 in your white diamonds here that are VS. They stay in platinum. It's a beautiful, beautiful metal to wear in an earring, obviously, and gives you that white metal effect. So yes, it's still going to go with all your white gold and your platinum and your sterling that you have, but it's going to be one special pair of earrings. And let me prop one up as I will try one on for you. That's the close-up, not propped up, but just give me a second to try one on first, and then we'll show it to you from a distance away so you can get a sense of the size. Real quick, the measurement here on this one is going to be, I'm trying to make this quick before our top of the hour gets here. We've only got about 3 minutes. Here's the measurement real quick, just to show you the length from top to bottom, and that's going to be 7/8 of an inch. And so that's one perspective. I'm going to go ahead and pop one on for you very, very quickly so you can see what it looks like from a distance, and then we'll show you that up close. The stones are matched to perfection. It is always, always rare. And you guys know this. We've had a couple of smaller stones of late from Brazil. Very unusual to see the Brazilian stones, and here's what they look like from a distance away, and they've got great finishing as well from the back. So you can see here the size you're going to get. So take a look at that. I'll just hold one up here so you can see what that's all about. That's the size you're going to get with those, and they really look pretty because they're going to have just a subtle drop to them. We'll go back to the wheel, and then I'll hold them up for you so you can see the matching on the Brazilian stones. But that's what's so rare. If you're thinking, well, I don't know about paying a lot of money for a smaller stone. Remember, the Brazilian stones really only give you smaller sizes. That's about all that we see out of Brazil, because that deposit, that was the original deposit, that's mostly smaller material. You didn't see a lot of big stones. The largest we have is 71 points, for example, and it's very, very pricey. So it's still, you're getting a very large, impressive size for Brazilian stones there, and there's your look. We'll blow them out for $19.99 if anybody would like them. So under $2,000, which is actually one of the more affordable prices we've ever seen for Brazilian Paraiba of any type, of any variety, in any setting. So that's the way to go if you really want to have some Brazilian Paraiba in your collection, and then of course that beautiful designer style around it. And then that's one, keep that, you know, mental note here. These are obviously meant to sit in an ear, not on a wheel, but take a look at that match there that you have in that beautiful pear shape. So two incredible stones, very, very high end there. And those are our Brazilian Paraiba earrings for you. So $19.99 gets those to you. We've only had a few of the Brazilian Paraibas ever here. So this is really, really important. So that's going to be one of our best. They're just really awkward to hold with tweezers because that's the movement of the earring. If they were meant to be on a wheel, they wouldn't have to put all that movement and articulation in the design. So the fact that they're meant to move on the ear and be that little bit of drop and dangle and that beautiful movement that we love to see, that's why, again, just a little bit more difficult to show you here is that hinge is already between. But $19.99 gets you great value there. So coming up, we're going to be on our way. We've got one star stone to see before we go, because this is pretty impressive, and it's one of our bigger star rubies. And I know we see some star, oh my goodness, look at that star. So perfectly defined, even when it's split among two, because its attention is divided here. There are two lights. So what essentially happens is, yes, two asterisms are created with the two different lights that are trained on it, but watch this. Normal light, probably gonna have in your environment when you wear it, one light. And then I'll block the other light, if I can, stretch around here without blocking the other, and so you see that one centered star. That's what it's going to look like. Six-legged star, moves with the stone, moves with the light. This is rare because it's not sapphire. You know what happens when the corundum gets into the red category? It is ruby, not just red sapphire. So this is that ruby color that we really admire, that we know is really rare to get. It's going to be item number 112, 1112. That's your item number. We have one piece. It is the top of the hour, so we want to welcome everybody to the show. Glad you're with us. It's Thursday, everybody. Welcome to our show. Glad you're with us. We have 2 hours left. I'm Lauren Blair. This is going to be our last 2 hours of our Thursday. Big holiday weekend is kicking off. We are going to be with y'all weekend, by the way. So yes, we've got our big Saturday show, and we've got our Easter Sunday show as well. So just keep note of that if you happen to be around, or you can spend a little time with us on your Easter Sunday. We will be here to provide you some really great values and a little holiday cheer as well. So let us keep you company if you would be available on our Sunday morning or afternoon. But this is going to be a 4-carat 03, so that's a mighty fine ruby. We know we don't see a lot of 4-carat rubies ever here. You're getting that, then you're getting this beautiful array of diamonds that go side to side on the hand. We're about to get to a top of the hour, and it's a really important blowout. So make sure you stay with me. We're just going to get this one home first before we get to our big blowout on, yes, Paraibas, they're coming up, so get ready. But this is going to be our $69.99 piece. I thought we'd reduce it for our Thursday night just to get it a home. And note that when you get 4 carats in ruby, when we have 4-carat faceted rubies, trying to think when the last time we had a 4-carat ruby was. They're rare. They're tough. You don't see a lot of those. So a 4-carat ruby in its own right, as any type of stone, if it were traditionally faceted, that would be rare. This exhibits the phenomena that is asterism. So you get that star effect, and yet the whole ring is not even $69.99. This is by far, it's not just the best ruby value on a star ruby, it's the best value we have on rubies overall. And you're about to see why, because of where this price tag is going. Take a look at it. It's not $69.99. We need one caller on this Thursday who says, I like it, I love the exotic, I love the rare, I love the unique, give me phenomenal, and I'm happy. And it's got a carat 18 in diamonds to go along with it, side to side. Take a look at it on the hand so you can see how beautifully this is done. And boy, one of the strongest stars we've seen in any of our corundum category, whether sapphire or ruby. This is one of those really, really poignant stars that you're getting, and it's not even $3,500 or $3,000, and suddenly we're under $1,000 a carat on the ruby. With the asterism, and yes, all the star stones would be unheated, because if it were heated, that would burn off the silk and the rutile needles that actually create this phenomena in the first place. So if you have a natural star stone, it's going to be unheated as a rule. It's not $3,000, it's not $29.99, and we're blowing it out right now to the very first collector out there. It's $2,888, and we got Paraiba blowouts next. We've all been waiting on this. No doubt about it. I bet there's a lot of people that go, yeah, she's going to blow out Paraibas. They're still going to be over $10,000. Normally they would. But we're going to do something extra special for this big Thursday night. Glad you're with us tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And we have also, got to remind you, big tanzanite, 10-carater. It's here. Got the 10-carat Asher cut, Museum Reserve. Oh my goodness, the big princess cut diamonds around it and with it. Look at that. That's here tonight. We're looking forward to that one. It's got a little smudge on it, but we'll fix that up. And also, we have a really special Mandarin garnet deal. Diamond bracelet is here. We've got a big opal designer pendant and style that you're going to love, and a big, big, big freeform black opal. And then let us know if you have requests, because we love to help you out with requests at all. Anything that you're looking for, we'd love to bring it out, because there's not a lot of jewelry here tonight because we're waiting on your requests. And look at this opal. Oh my goodness, look at that. Gorgeous colors there. So that's going to be coming up, modern style. But let's get to our Paraiba blowout, because this is really something that I'm very privileged to be able to show you, because anybody who does this, which I realize there aren't a lot of us that do this in the world, right? This is kind of a specific niche of a job, right? But anybody who's in the jewelry business, let's stretch it out beyond just television airwaves. Again, welcome to our Thursday. We're so happy you're with us. If you have a request tonight, please give us a call at that phone number, because we have plenty of time for requests tonight. I don't have more than just an hour left of jewelry here, so we are really opening it up to your requests, because there's just not a ton of brand new here. We're getting kind of ready for a big, big event on this weekend. So there's really specialty pieces that are one of a kinds that are going to go very quickly, as the whole first hour did. But I've got a trio here to set up for you. So this is kind of like, you get to come into our vault. I know a lot of people have said that through the years, is I wish I could just go in and look at the entire inventory myself. I feel much the same way, and I get to do it every day, and yet every day we have new and fresh and updated. But the reason some of our Paraibas are here, and this being the rarest stone in the world, arguably, the rarest that's popular, that's jewelry wearable, that's jewelry grade, we're gonna put together really kind of like everyone's dream scenario when it comes to this stone, because there are very rarely people that don't love Paraiba. At this point also, for a while, in my first decade of the business and decade of my career, a lot of people just didn't know what it was and weren't super familiar with it. It's become, over the course of the last decade or so, it's become more of a household name. It's something that, it's been kind of simulated. People are making like claims where this quartz is a Paraiba colored quartz and whatnot, which is a little misleading and a little bit kind of bordering on unethical, if you ask me, because we don't want to confuse you, right? We work very hard at this particular company to make sure you know everything there is to know about your specific piece. And so there's a lot of people want to have the look of Paraiba, because very few people can find it or afford it. It is a copper-bearing stone that there have been 3 sources in the world. All 3 sources are long gone. They've been mined out for some time. So what we're going to bring you are 3 of the most affordable examples we can bring. And that doesn't mean that they are small. It doesn't mean that they are included or dirty or cloudy or hazy. It means that we are going to take 3 incredible examples and basically meet your demand. Because so many of you have said, I watch the show, I see these lovely blue-green neon stones, and they're Paraibas and they're gorgeous, but they're all $10,000 and up. And that's not changing, by the way. There's only one direction Paraibas are going, and that is up. Unfortunately, I wish they would go the opposite direction. That is unlikely to ever happen. But that is why this quick scenario that we have in the next few minutes is so vital. It's so important, because if you've wanted one, and if you're on a little bit more of a budget where $10,000 doesn't work, $15,000 doesn't work, $25,000 doesn't work, because we have those stones here for you. They are here. I can show them to you. I can bring them out. But if you're looking for something on the more affordable side, this is the way to go. And these are all still pieces. When we say affordable, I am reading numbers off bags here. I've got 3 rings, I've got 3 bags, $79.99, $79.99, and $79.99. That's considered the more affordable material that's here. What I'm going to do tonight is take these very 3 rings, which are, yes, one of a kind, so it's going to fly, but we're going to make them a lot better in price so that they're actually going to exceed any value we've had in Paraiba, and that even goes back to 6 and 7 years ago, when, let's face it, they weren't quite as pricey then as they are now. So keep all that in mind as we show these 3 to you. And the good news is, with the 3 examples on together, is I think you can really easily hone in on your favorite. You can really find very quickly here which shape you like the best, which design you like the best, because it's still more than just the Paraiba. You've got a total ring here. So it's diamonds, it's gold, it's, by the way, we've got any gold you want on any one of them. You can choose the white or the yellow. So that's pretty exciting as well. Let's start with the pear shape. We'll start there. You're going to get a really big value on these stones. And look, every bit, the color, the glow, I just need you to call as quickly as you can, because, oh my goodness, these stones are truly the look of 1 carat. I'm going to start with these 2 a little bit in front, because then I have a wider designer ring that's going to go in the middle here with a really fabulous oval that's set at a slight angle, actually. So we have these 3 to look at. We're going to zoom back just a touch here. These are all mountings that usually hold 1 carat or more. Here's the trick. I've got stones that are still obviously giving you a 1 carat look all day long. Oval, this is the pear shape. Those are both signature mountings, but you can see they are modified and customized for the shape of the stone. Then in the middle is the oval at a diagonal. Let me actually put this the other way because this is one of those newer mountings that we do that's really detailed. It's almost like a cutout, almost think of like an animal print in a cutout gold band with diamonds that are kind of like clusters or florals around it. There's still going to be diamonds that really surround that center stone. It's just a wider style of gold. It's got a lot of diamond weight and nobody's on the phone lines, and boy, oh boy, this again is going to be, it makes me nervous. This is what I hate to do because I know how quickly they're going to go, and I know how many angry, upset emails I'm going to get tonight about, oh my goodness, please make me another. I missed out. I can't believe I missed out. This is why it's so crucial to dial in early, because these three are more affordable than you think. That's the key to this wheel. Whenever, this is a little like TVON trick. Behind the scenes knowledge you need to know, especially if you're newer. Those of you that have been watching for years, you already know this. When you see pieces on a wheel together all at once, there is something very special that's about to happen with the discount. The price tags are going to blow your mind. That's what happens when we put sets together. We are here to move them. If you think that these $79.99 rings can only go so low, you have a very pleasant surprise coming your way. But remember, they're one of a kinds. So the same oval or the same pear shape you like, somebody else likes as well. And it is going to come down to that first person that yells sold. They get it, everyone else doesn't. And this is probably going to be a 60-second wheel, and then they're going to be gone. So here's my recommendation, and they're all the same price. So no matter what size you're getting, whatever mounting you're getting, they're all dropped down to the same low price. They all start as the same price, which was literally $79.99 on all three bags. We're taking $8,000 rings and discounting them tremendously for you tonight. It's just for you guys. A lot of people, again, kind of whatever. It's a busy night of the week. Clearly Thursdays are something where, again, a lot of people do other things and they miss the show. This is why we stack it. We stack it with some of our best because we want to also show that it's a night you got to be here. It's truly a night you cannot afford to miss. And this is the reason why. Paraiba's on a clearance blowout. Tony, I'm asking a lot here, but this is more than just, forget my name, get that off there, because it doesn't matter. What matters here is that this is a Paraiba trio that happens to be a party of a blowout. That's what's happening right now. We're going to see price tags, and I will tell you this, I'm going to get each one under cost for you. That's how determined, because if I don't, you're going to go, well, it's a good deal, but I don't know if it's astounding. I want to make this the no second thoughts, the nobody hesitates wheel. The Paraiba of your dreams is coming to your house finally because this price is so bonkers. That's what I'm trying to do. So in order to do that, we're going to need to go under cost, and we will. I'm going to walk you through carat weights. You know what they look like. They all give you a 1 carat look. We've kind of touched on that. Let me give you the exact carat weights of each and every one of the stones so you can get familiar if that makes a difference in how you choose here. But this is going to be the 61 point oval right here. 61 point oval, not this one, but this one here, 61 points. And that stone has 74 points in diamonds and a finished under gallery. Call me early. We have operators coming in to help you. Then the next one, 60 points is over here. So there's only 1 point difference between your two ovals. You see this one's a little more elongated. This one's actually elongated as well, but set at an angle. And that one has 65 points in diamonds and a lot of gold. They're all 14K. You choose your gold color on any one of them. Actually, this one, it looks like this one I can only do in white or yellow, no rose. But you know what? If you gave us a month, we'll do it. It might take a month, but we'll do it. But white or yellow, yes. Yes. 2274 is the odd number on the middle one. And let me just finish that thought here on the carat weights. This pear shape is a 57 pointer. Doesn't look any smaller than the others, but those are your carat weights. That also has a diamond weight of 70 points. So again, carat weights on the center stones are as follows: 61, 60, and 57. Nobody's on the phone lines except 2 callers, and we have 3 rings. Let's just hope everybody wants a different ring, and remember to remedy that. You can just be first. That is how we operate with one of a kinds, is it's first come, first served basis. We don't play favorites. We don't look at who it is. We just rely on the first person that says, I got it, it's mine, you get it. So this is it. Final call already because $79.99, they're being reserved. Let's try on the middle one first. Remember, this is the 60 pointer with 65 points in diamonds. It's, wow, that's a cool ring, isn't it? so substantial the way it's set. It's like you have layers and layers of gold and diamonds stacked on top of each other. Love the little bit of cutout detail. You know what it reminds me of? That very famous raindrop ring we do that you guys have admired and loved throughout the years. We've all loved that ring. This reminds me a lot of it, the texture, the detail, the design. So that's not going to be $79.99. We have busy backed up calls, so now we're getting the idea. And this would be, hear me out, the most affordable way to get a substantial Paraiba in a ring. Because obviously I have smaller stones that are 1 and 2 points. Here's my little hint and clue. The 1 and 2 point Paraibas I have are usually this price, where I'm taking this wheel. Any one that you want, same price, choose your gold color on any. Technically they're saying that the oval on the left side of your screen only goes in white or yellow, but again, it can really be any gold color. I don't think there's really much to think about here. I think no matter what, you just get the white gold. That's how we see 99% of our Paraibas set. It is the best way to set this particular color blend of Paraibas. So I would say stick with the white gold and you'll be very happy you did. But they're not 79. They're not 69. No, we're busy on the phone lines. If you haven't dialed yet, at least get there. You are not obligated to buy anything, but it is what makes the difference between you getting these one-of-a-kinds and not. It's really crucial to dial in early when you see pieces that are as limited as these are, especially when they're going to be discounted this way. It is a party. It's a big holiday weekend. I just thought also we would emphasize some of those really beautiful springtime colors. You know, the spring season is here and Easter weekend is upon us. So I thought we'd bring out a lot of really fun, festive colors for the weekend, and Paraibas really fit that bill, I think, but being bright and neon. So they're not 69, they're not 59. Let's take a look at all three. Tell me which one you love. Operators, if you'll be kind enough to tell me which one you decide on. I do have to keep track, and I wish we had 10 of each. I wish we had 2 of each. We don't. So which one? Pear shape? I'm going to try that on next for you here. Here comes the pear shape, and notice that has an under gallery as well. That, remember, is the 57 pointer with the 70 points in diamonds, any gold you want, and the pear shape is already spoken for, I believe. So instead of 69, 59, 49, 39, none of these rings are even $3,000. They're not even $29.99. They all give the 1 carat look and beyond. Which one do you like, Jess? In the middle or on the side? Okay, 61 point ovals verifying as well. So keep that in mind, Jess. And here's what we're going to do. I have got your chance to pick up. I know that both sides are verifying. Actually, no, Tim, you're verifying on the middle one. So all are verifying right now. Pear shape's already gone. Pear shape is done and gone because they trust in the value, and you're getting a better savings than even $29.99 or $28 or $27 or $26. Thank you, Andy. Your caller got the pair. I'll move that aside. Pear shape's already spoken for, 1197. Let's get these last 2 out the door, and they're both verifying as well. And they're not going to be 26. Do you have the middle one? The middle one may be gone as well, and tell you what we're going to do. Not even 26, 25. I got the blowout of all time. It's $24.99 per piece. Let me know which one you're thinking about. We're verifying on each of the ovals. Yes, you got it? Try it on. You got it. So let's try on the oval that's on the left side. That's the 61 pointer. That was the biggest of all 3 on the wheel, and that has 74. So you're actually getting the biggest stone and the biggest diamond weight in this ring. So together, combined, that's going to be the best way to get all the carat weights there. And no matter which one, $24.99, super rare, crazy beautiful, neon glows. In darkness, they're still bright. They're still glowing. They're spectacular blends of blues and greens. It's by far my favorite gemstone on the planet Earth, and I've seen them all. I've shown them all. I've sold them all, but this is just, you will love it. If you don't have one yet, you owe it to yourself to get one, to try one, to experience what the beauty of it is, because believe it or not, these stones are one of those stones that looks, I know they're gorgeous here on camera. They look even better in person. They are so truly remarkable. They do what most gemstones cannot. They literally have a neon glow about them. They're absolutely stunning. They don't really have a color. No other gem gives you this exact color blend. No other gem does. There's a few that resemble it a little bit, but nothing really gives you what Paraiba is capable of, and you got it right here for $24.99. So let's get a final look here, and we'll see who wants what, because I think we're debating between the 2 ovals, right? So we're verifying, and we'll see who's got what on the ovals. 61 point on the left, 60 points. So there's only 1 point difference between these 2 ovals. Yes. Yes, here comes the 60 pointer on the hand again. And remember, it's a wider band, but you can still stay true to size. This one's just a little snug on me because it is a little smaller than what I wear. It's a 5 right now, and I'm usually more comfortable in a 5.5. But there it is. That's what it looks like on the hand. So look at the dimensions. See how it's a little bit asymmetric? This side is not the same as this side. And yet it feels so much like that raindrop ring with that negative space that you have within the band, the cutouts, the diamonds that really rest and sit on top of that. It's almost like little floral clusters that are lining the borders of the ring, and then also still creating a halo around this really cool setting, which is that diagonal setting of that oval. Very unusual. Usually we see ovals set north to south or east to west, and that's it. It's so exciting to see a little bit designer detail, and you see what I mean about how those diamonds are elevated up above the cutouts of the band. So really pretty, and yet the clarity of these stones, it is pristine clarity and color all the way around. So we'll give it a final 30 seconds on those two. Let me know who's got what, because I know we're verifying on each. We're just waiting to see who's determined which one they'd like. 61 points on the left, 60 points on the right, each with very similar diamond weights. 74 points in diamonds on the signature style on the left side, 65 points in diamonds on that wider band, which has more gold, on the right side. So either way you go about it, some incredible Paraiba values for you tonight. So really excited to have those. And thank you so much for being here to be a part of this big blowout. It's kind of fun to do that on one of the world's rarest stones that's only going so tremendously up in price every time that's kind of the big key is lately nobody's selling them. Lately, everybody's holding on to their material. They're not even putting it up for sale. I'm talking about dealers where that is their livelihood. That's their day-to-day business, and yet they're not even parting with their Paraibas. So that's really crucial. So verifying on each, let me know who's got what, and then we're going to give it a final 30 once again and then be on our way. Andy, did you decide? Tim, did you decide? Are we taking the 60 or 61? Tim, did you get the 60 pointer? 61? 60? Okay. I just found out this one's gone, by the way, so I'm going to take that away because that one's gone. So apologies, that one's sold. Here we go. That's the one that's remaining, although you're verifying on this one, right? Okay. So we're going to give, just a few more seconds left. See who's got it. And then I think that's going to be a sold-out blowout. Sold-out blowout. That's what blowouts do. Blowouts are meant for the sellout. That's what they're there for. So coming up, we have, get ready, big blue wing, and I have not seen this mounting used very often, but it might look familiar to some of our yellow diamond lovers, and let me tell you, it is beloved. Not only does it house some of the most important diamonds in the world, but look what we have. That I got a story to tell you about this stone. I know what you're thinking. That's the best looking orange diamond I've ever seen. That's exactly what it looks like. And it's just about as rare too, but it is not an orange diamond. And you know this mounting. This is the carat 96 that usually it's only been used with 2 or 3 different stones all time here on this network. Usually it's with a yellow diamond. There have been a couple of examples. I know I've had a Russian amantoid with that mounting. Tonight, we debut that very famous carat 96 white diamond mounting with a Mandarin garnet that is beyond. If you've never even thought twice about a Mandarin garnet, we're going to change your whole perspective. Tonight, we're going to do this in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes, that's coming up. Mandarin garnet round, brilliant. It looks I'm going to make a bold statement here, but it looks better than an orange diamond. Better. It looks better. If you have that in your collection, you don't need an orange diamond. You really don't. And that is actually the stone that I love it in conjunction with Paraibas, because those are the two stones, both Paraiba and Mandarin garnet, not related, but those are the two stones that we have seen the biggest upward movement in pricing per carat in the last several years. Those two stones. They're very specific, they're very exotic, and that's why the price tags are on the rise. Take a look at that. So that's coming up in 8 minutes now. So you've got a few minutes, and then we'll share that with you and tell you all about it. How are we doing on the 60 pointer? Andy, did that one go, the 60 pointer that was diagonal? Okay. Oh, so did anybody get the 60 pointer? Okay, so I'm just clarifying there. Okay, so I know what's up. And then what else? Did you have something else to tell me or no? Okay, great. But the other oval's gone and the pear shape's gone. Got it. All right. So here we go. That one's coming up in a moment. Just wanted to give it a little sneak peek. And then, are we ready? Because this is a gents ring. And it's really rare. Before you say, oh, gents ring. Well, take a look. First, because this could actually be a lady's ring too, if you like big and bold. It's a mid-size ring. and it features what looks like Alexandrite changing color right before our eyes, but in a segmented fashion. It's not Alexandrite. It's even more rare. We've only had this, has it been 3 or 4 times ever? I think it's 4 times. This will be the 5th time we've had this stone, all in recent weeks. It's 1123-355. And this, now that once you know it, it tends to be really recognizable because of the fact that it's got this staggered trichroism of really, it's like a brown red, then a green, and then goes back in to that red color, which is so unique because there are a lot of colored, well, I won't say a lot, but there are several color changing gemstones that go from green to red. Alexandrite being probably the prominent one we think of first. This is Andalusite. It has never been offered in a gents ring before. Right now is your moment, big premiere, and it is a large Andalusite. These stones have been featured recently. Like I said, we've had 3 others. We had the earrings, we had the ring, we had the necklace. The necklace was last night. Those were all for the ladies. We thought, just to make sure we get all of our bases covered, it is after all, it's Major League Baseball's opening day. So we thought we'd cover our bases here and offer something for the gentlemen or for the gals that really, 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 really like big, nice size, heavy jewelry. This is it. And what makes this one so unique in particular is that it's a gents ring, so usually those require a little bit larger center stone. This is that. It's a 70 pointer. We don't see many Andalusites that are going to give you the ideal color and clarity and a bigger carat weight like 70 points delivers, but this one does. So take a look at it. It's our 70 point Andalusite oval, and it's in 29 points in diamonds set in gold with a full under gallery. So it's well made. It's beautifully constructed. Here it is from the inside. You can have any gold you want, white, yellow, rose gold. Take advantage of this. But that's a lot of gold, and that's a lot of rarity in that stone. And then there are diamonds completely surrounding it. It takes the oval, almost squares it off a little bit, just the way the diamond border in the pave is done. And then we have, well, I think we're waiting on a big value, am I right? It's been happening all day. We're halfway through the show. We've been bringing nothing but value. I'm going to keep that up right now. Even when, let's face it, we don't nearly have as many gentlemen shopping as we do ladies' pieces. That's just how it works, right? A lot of jewelry shoppers are ladies, right? And then some of our guys say, well, we feel left out because we never get as many options. And so we made a point to bring this extremely rare collectible stone for the gentleman. Or like I said, if it's sized down to a lady's piece, there is nothing that puts this beyond the size that a gal can wear as well. So keep that in mind. And I was thinking we just take this $53.99 ring and really drop the price, but I better yet have a great idea. I can actually drop it even further if I'm not the one doing the dropping. And what that means is auction block time, you get to make up your price. I just give you a suggestion here. We're going to get a $5,400 ring out of here for a lot less. How do we do that? I'm going to put it in your capable hands. We're going to rely on your phone calls at that phone number. Whether you've shopped with us before or not, you are eligible to get in by making a phone call. And what it's going to cost you is less than $5,400, which is what it should be right now. And it's an extremely rare stone. Out of Brazil, in this case, we have that. It's like, I've been likening this to, it's like having a color change stone without having to do anything special to get the color change to show up. It's like it's always there. It's always happening. You don't need special lighting. You're not just saddled with one color or the other. It's not an either or proposition. It's an and. You get both colors at the same time. You get both colors automatically. Doesn't matter if you're in fluorescent lighting, sunlight, UV light, candlelight, incandescent light, whatever it is, whatever environment you're in, outside, indoors, in an office space, at an arena, at a stadium, doesn't matter. I mention those because they have some of the best lights for jewelry ever. Get to that arena, get to that stadium. Those lights, they're powerful. Your jewelry looks incredible there. Either that or one of those big box stores that have the fluorescent lights in the ceiling, oh yeah, that's good light for jewelry. And you will see automatically multiple colors in the stone at the same time. You don't need to do anything special. You're not waiting to see that elusive color change. It's like all the colors are showing up all at once. The gang's all here. And what we're going to do is start this gents ring. I got to make sure that on a Thursday we keep things rolling here, and we're not going to make this too lengthy because we probably won't get a lot of bidders in the first place. Listen, it's been a great week for auction participation because there hasn't been a lot of it. And that's the exciting thing is you get a huge savings because of that. And we're not going to do $5,300 or even half of that. Listen, at $2,700, that's a deal. We're going to go lower than 27. I'll start at 25. You know what? Skip 25. Let's start at 2. You know what? Let's skip that too. Let's skip that. Let's get these phone lines really cranked up. We're not going to do even $2,000, and it is a gents ring. So there's kind of like a prereq on a gents ring with just the gold weight you have alone, where it kind of has to start at $2,000 and then they go from there. I'm going to make this a lot more interesting for you. It's not even going to be $2,000 to start. We're going to start at $1,500. Only one of the rare stones we have here to show you. Andalusite. First time ever in a gent style, and it's right here at $1,500. We'll do a $10 increment, by the way. So how does that sound? $10 increment. That's pretty fabulous. But it's all dependent on if we get the open in the first place. First things first, as they say. So we have to make sure. And right now, we are still looking for that open. We got 50 seconds to run it here and see what we got. Where will it go? Who will it go to? That's what we're waiting on. 50, you know what, 40 seconds still to go. And I'm going to try this on again. Look at the finishing that you have on the inside. That is one of the more ornate finishing styles we do, but that's there. Really only you know it's there. It's there built for comfort so that a heavier, wider ring is still comfortable all day long. There's another color you don't always see until you move it to the side. Did you notice what happened when I turned it to the sides? It's obviously got that red, that green, that red, but there's a golden color that comes through as well. So really trichroic in nature in 3 really different colors. We have no open. So either we have nobody shopping for gents jewelry tonight, which is a possibility, or I need to sacrifice it even further. We need to really, truly like give this away. We're going to do it right now. I am not going to start at $1,500. For the record, there have been a number of gents rings here over the years, a lot of them. And this is already, there's a certain level of gold you're getting that does not allow for $1,500 to happen on a gents ring, no matter what. Straight pricing, auction open, no way. I'm going to take this even lower, and this means we are going to embark on one of the most affordable gents rings we've ever seen. Potentially, I don't know where it's going to go. It's an auction, so we're welcoming your participation. We're encouraging it because there are no gents rings. Even if you wanted it for this mounting, honestly, the Andalusite is so, so rare. That's a lot more important than the gold and the diamonds around it. But hey, if you just wanted a great semi-mount for a gents ring, this is it. And yet you can't get that for $1,500. We're not starting at 15 though, because I can't leave it here, and we are at the halfway point of the show, and you know what that means? We still have that Mandarin garnet to come. So let's get this out of the way, then we'll do the Mandarin garnet, and we're not even asking for 14, 13, 12, or 11. If I have a gem collector who collects loose stones, you're calling in. If I have a jeweler out there who needs the mounting, you're calling in. It really is a reason for a lot of people to participate because it's only $1,000 to get it started. Take a look at that, and we'll do 60 seconds here to get it going. What can I say? Except that is obvious value there on a men's piece that has a ton of gold, and yet we are looking for $1,000, and we will run that clock, and if it gets to 0 and we don't have an open, that's okay too. That's fine, I can keep it. But oh my, is that a special stone right there? Okay, no open yet. That's okay, we have 30 seconds left. And again, this is why we don't have as many gents rings as we do ladies. Not usually as many gentlemen shopping for jewelry, but if there's a lady shopping for a gentleman, that might be a good call. Because when you explain the rarity of Andalusite, it's going to be intriguing, and there's no way anyone would imagine that you paid $1,000 to get a ring of solid gold, diamonds that are VS, and a rare stone like Andalusite is. And you've got a chance right now. No open? All right, first caller, $9.99, do it. I got to move. I got the Mandarin. I'm 2 minutes behind on the Mandarin garnet already. So I got to move along. I'm just going to sell it right now tonight. What am I doing? Oh my goodness, guys, I'm going to make this really simple, easy. If you want a gold color change, we're going to do that too. No extra charge. And if you want a different size, well, you know what to do. If you need it shipped to your house, that's going to cost you only $1,200. We got to get charged $1,200 to get it to you because, you know, okay, no, we're obviously going to do free shipping. But do you see the value here? A ring of this stature, this size, and if you're thinking, what's that made out of? Tin foil that she spray painted with gold spray paint? No, solid gold under gallery, huge exotic stone. And I say huge because Andalusites don't just come in big sizes. I just made this $9.99, and I'm going to go in the phone bank, and I hope that somebody's picking this up, because if that stays here at $9.99, we might as well start our holiday weekend. We may have to just, but I know you guys want to see the Mandarin, right? That Mandarin that looks better than an orange diamond, so we're going to show that next. We're going to follow this up. But that ring, I feel like I should not even be publicizing this. We should probably put this part of the show on mute here and not talk about $9.99, because I can tell you, I've been selling that gents mounting for almost 20 years. That is not a $9.99 mounting without the stone, which is the really, really rare part of it. That's the rare part. That's the rare aspect, is the Andalusite in the middle and VS diamonds, and you're choosing white, yellow, or rose. I don't even know what to say. Take a look at the ring. That's it. We're going to leave you with that ring. And the next thing you know, if you dial in, it could be arriving at your home. And if you don't think you can pull off a gents ring, this might be the one to try it, and maybe it'll change your mind. I mean, I'm just saying. I wouldn't say, if you're kind of new to the world of jewelry, because there are a lot of guys out there that are like, oh, I don't do the jewelry. I don't wear the jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. Some guys don't even wear a wedding ring. Oh, that's a different story. That's a different thing, right? That's different, right? Like, but that's the thing. If you don't, and you want to try it, and you're intrigued, and you watch all these great styles come by, and you hear the stories about the rare stones and all of that, you can go ahead and try a ring and see at this price. I mean, I'm not going to say try the $7,000 rings or the $5,000 rings, but this is an exquisite chance to try a piece that, who knows, might really like it. And you got a rare stone. You've got a rare stone. You've got exquisite diamond weight. You've got a lot of heavy gold weight. That's, again, the exact gram weight. That's going to be, of course, that's going to depend on the size you get. It's just an important stone. Tony, is that one of the greatest values you've seen on gents? I mean, I know you pay particular attention to the gents pieces, and that's a shockingly low, well, it's not really a price. I mean, it's just my desperation kicking in, but I mean, $53.99 was the price. So $9.99 has really nothing to do that, nothing to do with that really. Let's get to our Mandarin garnet, shall we? It's going to be our big mounting, and I know this is a little bit unusual here. We've got 1122697 because this mounting is seldom used. Think about it. It's so high-end. There are only a certain number of handful of stones that have ever been appropriate for this mounting. I gave you a little preview about 10 minutes ago, and now we're just going to not just show it, we're going to sell it. And it's one of our favorites, and it's item number 1122697. Tell me the Andalusite's found its home. Has it? I hope so. I don't know. Check with your operators. Dial in. You know what to do. That is in your hands, my friends. But this is I love that you just put top quality there, Tony. I really appreciate that. There's a story to this stone. There is a story. And I'm going to share it with you because, well, you can probably tell already because you've seen other Mandarins that something very special is happening. I feel like it needs a little breathing room. What do you guys think? Am I crowding it a bit? I mean, it's a big mounting. I mean, it's bigger than the gents ring we just had up. It's a carat 20 round, brilliant cut Mandarin, yes. Then it has a carat 96. Wait, is it that mounting? Yeah, it's that mounting. It's that carat 96, famous mounting. I'll tell you what. I had it just this weekend? With a yellow diamond in the middle, which is almost always how this mounting has been utilized. With a yellow diamond with a 1 carat center stone. Well, this is, yes, not much can rival the world of fancy yellow diamonds that are all natural. However, this Mandarin does. This Mandarin really does. This is a carat 20. Remember what I just told you about those Paraibas? They're going up in price in ways we have not imagined. Mandarins are doing the same. Are they related? No. One's a tourmaline, one's a garnet. This one's the garnet. What they do share in common, which is a big driving force behind why we're seeing the pricing the way it is because they're both some of the younger gems. They're kind of in their infancy stages, yet they're also already done and mined out. They had a very short little lifespan as far as mining goes. Paraibas were discovered in 1989. Mandarin garnet were discovered in 1990. So almost within the same 6 months, you saw a new discovery of copper-bearing tourmaline, you saw a new discovery of Mandarin garnet, a new discovery of garnet. We didn't know about mandarins up till that point. We knew about spessartites that have more of that red and brown. We did not actually find any Mandarin garnets, which are, by the way, manganese depleted, so they have lesser manganese, which is what takes a spessartine from the red browns and makes it essentially a bolder color. Isn't that weird? One less element, and it makes it a more impressive color. Usually it's added elements that give stones their color. This case, it's that rare spessartine garnet that has less manganese, which in turn gives it this bright neon orange pop of color. It's amazing. And it was discovered in the 1990s, early 1990s, so really 1990, 1991. This is a stone that is still, now here we are, yes, 1990, I always feel like was just 10 years ago. It's not, but, right? Yeah, it's like, do you ever do that where you go, wait a minute. 2000 was only 10 years ago, right? Oh no, it was 24 years ago. That's crazy. I just had that discussion the other day. Oh my gosh, I was watching a TV show and I remember when it came out. It feels like a few years ago. That came out in 2000. It came out 24 years ago and I was just shocked. But anyway, it's one of those stones that in the world of gems, that's really young. You know, the 1990s were maybe a long time ago when we start to think about where we were. But it's really still a young gem. The fact that they're both mined out completely, and they both have multiple sources, by the way. They both had 2 or 3 sources, but yet they're gone today. And so they're so coveted around the world. And they're very specialty. I'm talking about the Paraibas and the Mandarins because nothing else really emulates those particular colors. So that's why I think together, those 2 stones have been on a parallel track as far as what their pricing is doing. And we're looking at the most incredible top quality Mandarin, which was, here's the great story about it. This was actually, and this is why I say it does kind of look better than an orange diamond. It was actually set aside by our gem inventory about 3 years ago, and it was set aside with the diamonds. This stone was set aside. It is a garnet, we know that, but it was actually on first inspection and just kind of a tertiary kind of visual ID. It was actually dubbed a diamond. It was put in the diamond vault with the most collectible diamonds we have, which there are some very impressive diamonds in that collection if you ever get to see it. But that's where it's been. It's been kind of tucked away in hiding as one of the most precious diamonds, and yet that's because this gives that boldness, that brightness, that beauty, that clarity, which mandarins don't usually do, that makes it look even better and brighter because most orange diamonds, they don't have this color. They're more brownish orange, right? I can actually show you one. I've got one here. This is the bright neon pop of color. I always say it's kind of ironic that it was discovered in the 90s because if you lived in that era, you know there was a lot of neons in that era, right? It was all about the neon colors and, you know, talk about those big palazzo pants and the bright colors and the neons and all that. That was kind of what defined the 90s as far as fashion and style. So I think ironic that Mother Nature said, I'm coming through. I'm coming through with my own version here in bright, bright neon gem material we'd never seen prior to that. So let's take a look at it. It's a Mandarin garnet that looks better than a diamond. I'm going to show you what I have here in a orangish diamond just to show you the difference because even orange diamonds really don't look this good. And so I'll just pop this in because this is an orange diamond that I have, which if you're interested, I can make it available for you. But look at this color difference. Which one would you rather have? See what I mean? That's not the same color orange. But that's the difference. That's why, again, when you see something like this, we had thought, is that the most exotic, best color of an orange diamond we've ever seen? And in turn, it's that top quality, clean, amazing Mandarin. So it's a carat 20 with a carat 96. Again, we use this mounting very discerning because why? It's so much cost and expense and very large diamonds that go into it that we tend to only use it sparingly when it is appropriate, when it's a really big superstar stone, and this one is. So here we go. Big value on the way. It's a carat 96 in diamonds. It's really a priceless piece because there's no other Mandarin in our collection that looks anything like it. And here's what it looks like on the hand. If you are new to this mounting has housed yellow diamonds before, Russian demantoid before, and a white diamond before. That is it. So this is a really incredible piece here. And now we can add this top quality private collection Mandarin garnet to the mix because it's not just about 2 carats in diamonds. It's about the fact each and every round brilliant is so large in the mounting, and that is special. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I have no idea. I'm going to try to take this $15,999 price tag and make it better. That's my goal. That's my mission. Let's do it. If anybody likes it. I know that mandarins are not for everybody. It's kind of a bright color, but it's a personality stone. This is it, guys. $15,999. I know it may not be for everybody. Mandarin is that lively, bright neon color of orange. I always say, I always say I want to get together sometime with all the Mandarin garnet owners, and I want to throw a party. And I just want to invite everybody who owns a Mandarin, because let me tell you, that would be an epic blowout party. That would be fun. Because I always think that the Mandarin garnet folks are the ones that have those lively personalities, right? Because they're not afraid to shine. They're not afraid to be bold. They're not afraid to wear a brighter color. Doesn't mean you need to be wearing orange head to toe. You could wear that with anything. It's kind of a color that pairs up well with a lot of different other colors, color blocking, right? And it just is, it's vivacious. It feels, I've never known Mandarin owners or Mandarin wearers or Mandarin lovers to be like the wallflowers of the group. They're always the bright personalities, you know, the really, you know, kind of the life of the party, right? They enter a room and everybody kind of turns, right? It's that aura. That's kind of what Mandarin is. The Mandarin has that personality to a gem. So I love that, again, this is just such a specialty stone, and it's one of our most collectible we've ever had. And it's not going to be $15,999 because we're awaiting a caller. And I want to make this easy. I really do. $10,000 off right now. Make it $59.99 first caller with a carat 96 in diamonds as well. And that is the ultimate level of Mandarin garnet you can get. That is impressive. So here we go. And it's your chance to, you know what? Hold on. I have a great idea. We just had an auction that kind of wasn't an auction, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we did that men's ring, put it up for auction. It didn't really take because I ended up, you know what I did. So I'm thinking we do it again. Let's try again. Let's put this on the, I'm going to skip over $59.99. I'm going to say, don't worry about it. And let's make it even more interesting for you and give you an opportunity to spend less and get this incredible ring. So is it going to be $5,500 or $5,000 to start? Or I know, I'm well aware of what I just did on that last gents piece. Hopefully there are more ladies shopping tonight looking at this big, bold Mandarin garnet with all that carat 96, this mounting. What did we talk about this the other day? We talked about $4,000 plus to just price the mounting by itself without the center stone. This is going to be a lot more affordable than $5,000, $4,000, or let's just go $3,500. What do you think? $35,000. That is a more rare stone than diamonds. Why? Because we don't have any of the round, brilliant, carat 20 top quality Mandarins like this. When I can bring you diamonds, I can bring you other stones. We cannot bring a Mandarin garnet in a round, brilliant like this is. Who's this request for, Andy? Julietta. Now, why can't my name be Julietta? That is such a beautiful name. Julietta. Like a princess name, right? Tony likes it too? You like it too, Tone? Me too. No open on this one. Well, it's my second auction in a row that has failed me. So how about this? We've got a request for Julietta coming up. It's a piece from the other day. But I'm going to do something crazy cool here. We're not going to go $3,000. There's another $500 coupon. We're not going to go $2,500. You know, we were just talking about the auction, how great of an opportunity it would be just to get a mounting. Something similar is happening right now because that mounting is not that price. So if you want to take our precious, top quality, private collection, one-of-a-kind Mandarin garnet, and you want to disregard it, you still got a deal on the mounting because it's a carat 96 in ultra luxury, big, round, brilliant diamonds. So all of that said, we're not even asking $2,500 because I am still sitting here with a lot of operators just looking at me like, she no good. She can't get that one started at $2,500. Okay. Well, this is when we get really interesting here. It's not going to be $25 or $24 or $23 or $22 or $2,100 to get this started. We got to get an auction going. Didn't have any luck with the last piece, but we're going to try it again. Not even $2,100 to get this started. You can also have any gold you want. You can change it all to yellow gold. You can change it all to rose gold. I would advise, my 2 cents is leave it there. Leave it right as it is. White gold on the outside, even the white gold center setting, perfect. I don't think you need to touch it. I think you just tell us your size you need. We make it in that size. It gets out to you for free and you love it. But I'm not even asking $2,100 to get this started. Let's go even lower. And let's make this the deal of the night here, because boy, oh boy, that is you see the price? I got real fun real fast, and we just dropped $10,000 off, and it was nada. Nothing was happening. I'm going to go $2,000 to start on this one with a $10 increment. And we'll see if that changes things a bit. I think it will. I think it should. I know this mounting well. I think you do too. It's an over $4,000 mounting without the top quality round brilliant Mandarin garnet that is perfection and clarity. And I always say this about the Mandarins: you want a pop of neon orange, but when you get yellow flashes, when there are bright, brilliant flecks of bright yellow, like there are yellow diamonds living inside the Mandarin, that's when you know you've got a superstar clarity, and that's what this has. Take a look at it. We'll see if we got $2,000. We're verifying right now, yes. Okay, so we're verifying 2,000 right now, right? Verify 2,000, let me know if you've got it. And then we've got Julietta's request, I promise. And I'm going to try it on, Tony. Let me try it on. We're verifying. We're verifying. I would leave it just as is. I would leave it as is in the white gold. I don't think you need any yellow gold around it, but if that's all you wear, it will look great. But please stay away from the rose gold. I do not advise rose gold. Just stay with the yellow or the white. This is all white gold for that setting. It allows, what do I always tell you about the Mandarin garnets? Contrast. We want to see contrast. And you get that with that white gold setting. The ultimate level of contrast. It's the beautiful complement to the diamonds because it shows off how white and bright and pure those white diamonds are. And that's a heck of a ring. If you don't have a Mandarin, and I think a lot of people right now that we're talking to probably don't. It's a rare stone. If you do, give yourself a little pat on the back. Congratulations, because that's a rare stone. If you have a good Mandarin, you've got to, you need to enjoy that. Enjoy it, wear it, live in it. Yes, it's an exotic that's still got daily wearability. It's got plenty of durability on the Mohs scale, so you don't need to worry about that either. We have a lot of verification going on, so let me see what's happening out there. That is going to be so, I mean, you gotta think about this. This is the same exact mounting we saw just a few days ago with the yellow diamond center stone. That ring was not $2,000. No, it was not. This is, I cannot get over this. It's a carat 20. This is absolute top quality perfection in Mandarin garnet. I hear a phone ringing, so I'm not going to say one way or the other until we answer that phone, because we may have somebody right now verifying. I think we are. Let me make sure, because we've got that little delay, like it's not like a tape delay or anything. Like Tony can't delete this auction from ever happening. Can you, Tony? Can you somehow rewind and like dub over this? That's what I used. See, I'm so old that when I went to school for journalism, broadcast journalism, I actually had to work on analog editing. I did analog editing. I just missed the cusp. When I was graduating, that's when they started the Avid, Tony. They started the digital editing. I mean, it was kind of like cut and paste, you know? It was kind of like cutting and pasting all of your video together. It wasn't very sophisticated. So I can remember that. Now, our equipment here is about of that era, I would say. So maybe we can just like rewind this back, dub it over with, I don't know, cartoons. You got any cartoons back there, Tony? A previous show, maybe me presenting a hoop earring at some other time 15 years ago. You got anything like that? We can just put over this, because this should not be happening. This should not be happening. But we do have the open, right? So we've got it. We've got $2,000. That is confirmed. Thank you so much. We've got the open. And we've spent a decent amount of time on it, and we've got Julietta waiting for a request, and we have the top of the hour, 8 minutes away. So I have 68. They're only going to give me 68 more minutes with you guys. That's it. 68 more minutes. And then they send me off to go celebrate my Friday. And then I see you guys Saturday morning. And the whole Easter weekend. And Monday, April 1st. That diamond ring, April 1st. We're going to have a big diamond party on April 1st. It's Monday. This Monday, that band is coming up. Just saying. I know I'm supposed to be talking about the Mandarin, but I couldn't stop. I just needed to let you know that band, 2-carat band, 5 stones, 2 carats. I'm wearing 2 of them. You got to have it. The value is that good. So, and we're going to celebrate the start of Diamond Month. But anyway, this is at $2,000, and this celebrates Diamond Month. Everything we do celebrates diamonds, right? You April birthdays out there, you have it so good because pretty much every single piece of jewelry we have has your birthstone in it. And this is a major deal. 2,000. Shall we give it 2 minutes? Let's do it. You've got 2 minutes, yes? Oh, that's a good question. I get that question, Tim, with this band every time I show it. So let me get this out. Do you see that magic trick? I just whipped out the ruler. Let's show it to you. I'm going to show you real quick here before we clock it, Tony. They are wanting to know how wide is that ring across the top. Now remember, the band is classic, but it is, I would say, a teeny, tiny, tiny bit over ½ an inch. And that means side to side, top to bottom. The band is going to cinch in. It's that basically that one row of diamonds around the band. That keeps it classic, very comfortable, very wearable, built beautifully from the inside, which I will show you. And here it is. Take a look at that. Here's the inside. So you see all that basket work from the outer halo comes down to a point in the center, lifts that up off the hand, gives you a comfortable kind of foundation for the ring to lift up off of. This is why the diamonds, which are huge, look at the diamonds in the double halo, even the diamonds down the sides of the band are really substantial in size. Every single individual diamond is enormous in this ring, which is why it costs so much money to make, which is why you get a carat 96 in diamonds. And with all that said, we're going to answer any more questions you have. I hope you'll get those in, but we're going to give it a last call, and that's 2 minutes, which remember, you have to dial in and be connected to us within that 2 minute time to be eligible to bid. We are looking for, yes, it's a $10 increment. 10. Speaking of 10, we've got the perfect 10 Asher Cut Blue Wing coming up as well in our last hour, so get ready. But this is final call on this premium, best of the best. We thought it was the best orange diamond we'd ever seen. In turn, it's really, really rare, and here we are at $2,000 looking for 2010 or more. Power bids are welcome. Look at those price tags. It used to be $16,000, should have been. I just knocked off 10 grand instantly. You didn't love it. So here we are at $2,000 with the potential to sell it here. All you have to do, though, and remember with our auctions, no matter how low they go or how much money you're saving or how far under cost I am, you still get a money back guarantee. So there's all that to remember. So if you are newer with us and thinking, that deal's too good to be true, try it. Try it. Really, truly try it. And just know you're going to be very, very, very excited and thrilled when this arrives home. And you're going to love it forever, and you're getting one of the rare stones. And trust me, it is a personality stone. It is a diva of a gem. It is a really, really rare garnet. There are several rare garnets, this being one of the rare ones up there and out there in the world, and only a few sources ever, but they're all completely mined out. So our last call is now. We have $2,000. We're looking for $10 advances. That's not much. You don't want to give up on the ring in its entirety and all of its value just because you don't want to advance at $10. That would be silly. It is just an amazing value. Take a look at it. We'll give it 2 final minutes, and then we're going to be done. Final call. That is it. That is all. So here we go. And we are in last chance. Keep an eye on that clock, but mostly you want to keep an eye on your phone. You just want to start dialing. That's what you need to do. Because, again, you got to be connected to us in the next 102 seconds. It's really that simple. So here we go. Final chance. I'm going to try it on again for you. Remember, about a ½ an inch wide on the square, top to bottom, side to side. Then you have diamonds. We made sure to complete the diamonds down the sides in either direction. So you have those. Look at that. It's 4 big diamonds there. 4 big diamonds on either side of the ring so that all you see when it's on the hand, diamonds, side to side. Give me my diamonds. Give me. I can never have too many diamonds. We are not shy about giving you a lot of them in this mounting. Boy, we have just, this is now, I can't believe that now, forever and ever, I'm going to have to include that beautiful superstar top quality private collection Mandarin garnet as now maybe the 4th time we've ever used this mounting. Usually it's just with a 1 carat yellow diamond, and that's the diamond that's worthy. Well, this Mandarin more than worthy of that carat 96 in all of that substantial gold weight as well. And we only have this 48 seconds left to sell it. That's it. So we are looking at truly last call here. Do not miss out. Whatever you do, it's better to try it and get it at home and then see and then make the decision than to miss out entirely, and always think about that one that got away. Because that's not what you want. Because I can't make another Mandarin that looks like that. I can't make it. I'll make other Mandarin garnet rings, but not a Mandarin garnet that's going to have that color, that size, that quality, that shape, that glistening, beautiful, beyond diamond look in the round. That's what you're not going to be getting. Mandarins, yes, but ovals that are a little more hazy or cloudy, that's just normal. Mandarins are included stones by nature. You don't get a lot of stones that are going to deliver that kind of pop. And look, again, always, whether it's this Mandarin or any other, if it's this network or any other, if it's our store or any other, make sure that your Mandarins, if they're to be considered ideal in their color and clarity, they're going to have those bright, bright neon yellow flashes. That's what you're looking for. That's what you need to see. And here it comes, the necklace coming up. I love this yellow diamond necklace. We just had it the other day debut. So that'll be coming up in just a moment. 2000, do we have 2010? Is anybody trying to get in on the bidding front here? Okay, let me know if you have 2010 or more. 2010. 2010, yes or no, or more. Where's my $2,500 bid? Where's my $5,000 bid? Where are all those power bids, those knock out the competition bids? You know, those bids. We're looking right now. We'll see what we got. Anybody else? You got 2010? Yes or no? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Julietta, I have a very important necklace to show you. It is a pendant, but it comes with a chain, so it is a full necklace. Had this just the other day debut, and here it is in 112-3572. Thank you so much on that Mandarin garnet, and enjoy it. Look at this. I'm holding it east to west. It's going to sit on the neckline north to south, which we'll show you. That is a 72-pointer in a heart-shaped yellow diamond that is also graded as a VVS2. That is another step up. If you're going, what's a VVS? Did you know there's a VVS? There's an upgrade to VS. It gets rare, but there's very, very slightly included. Instead of just very slightly, it's very, very slightly. They didn't get all that creative. They just decided to be extra redundant, which in and of itself is redundant. But yeah, but you know, they're diamond people. So this is going to have the 72-point center stone and then a cascade of 38 points in other diamonds and pave, white and yellows. Yes, all the yellows you see are yellow diamonds, just two different tones. And it's going to be our platinum setting and, yep, a platinum rope chain to come along with it. 18 inches maximum, but it's adjustable. Let me show you from a distance on the hand. We'll get you the measurement on it. So you got a chain that you can have a lot of fun with, you can play with, and utilize for a lot of different other pendants as well, but here it is. And this reminds me a little bit of like, it feels like a half of a heart shape, the whole design, with the heart shape set in the middle, and then that waterfall or cascade of diamonds that is basically extending from there. And then here's the length, because I know it says 1 1/8 inches, but just to show you the visual, and then we'll show it on the neckline for you. There it is, it's just a little bit over 1 inch, about, yep, there it is, 1 1/8 inches. I would say it may even be just between 1 inch and 1 1/8 inches, but again, we're really splitting hairs here. Take a look at this on the neckline here for you as well, just to show you. And where you see the chain, I know that if you're looking at the back of the chain near the closure, you see that it is going to be that lobster claw closure, actually spring ring rather, but there's that little bead to the left of the clasp, and that's where you see that little plaque dangling, that little end cap, if you will, that's kind of moving and shaking. That's going to be where you can adjust it. So you slide that little bar, it's a little bar to platinum, and you slide it to make it shorter. So you can wear it higher or lower. 18 inches sits right about here. You can make it as high as you want. You can get specific. You don't have to sit at 16, 17, or 18. You can get really specific and tailor it because of that adjustability being just based on sliding that little knob, if you will. So it's really simple and easy to work with, and it's going to be, well, let's take another look at it close up because we got to always appreciate the heart shape. The heart shape VVSer is what's so important here. And here it is. Yes, you're getting the chain for free, that's for sure. This is a well, it was a $59.99 piece actually that I was supposed to go no lower than $49.99, and I did because that's what I do. And here we are with it for $1,999 only. So a very special way to get an important necklace, an important pendant, an important chain, and it's $19.99 with a VVS heart shape that is almost 3/4 of a carat. And it's one caller, and it was requested, and it was here the other day, so I think a lot of you may be thinking about it still. It'll be the first caller that takes it. And then we have a new designer opal pendant. If you like pendants, stay with me. We got a big statement style and a pendant coming up with black opal in the freeform shape, and it is large. 11.5 carats large. You got to stick around to see that. And we are in our last hour tonight. This one's gone. Congratulations. So we will speak it into existence. Here it is. And I'm going to set it. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Will you thank her again, Andy, for me for the request? Appreciate those requests. Hope y'all will keep them coming. I'm going to zoom back a little bit because obviously that's kind of a fun view, though, to look at it from the sides. This is a free-form black opal out of Lightning Ridge, Australia, and it's item number 1123734. Now, there are multiple ways to wear this because essentially the entire piece from the back has bails, so you can use any point of the pendant as your bail. Now, Tony, I'm going to ask a favor. Do you think, I don't have a black background up here that's at least not a nice looking one. I've got these old cloths up here and they don't look great. Yes, so this is, it's still not going to show it off perfectly, but we just iris down the cameras a little bit. So that kind of dims the light a little bit to try and show you more of a true color you're getting because as you know, opals are going to look a lot more bright and the colors are going to show up in a more prominent way when you see them in a regular light because studio lights, again, we're in a TV studio, it's not normal lighting. It's blow your eyes out, blind you lights. So here's what we have. It's a 18 karat gold setting. It's a huge 11 karat 45. We're calling it freeform, but it really is a trillion. And it's 11 karats 45, which means it's going to look about double that, so it gives you more of the look of a 23 karat. And it's 23 points in diamonds. And do you see the sides here? You can essentially use this side. You can use the sides. You can wear it east to west, north to south, top to bottom. You can do whatever you want. But I think, Tony, they need to see the size from a distance. What do you think? And can we make an 1145 an unbelievable value? That is my goal. And I'm going to achieve it. This is 18K, stays in the white gold, designer piece. I don't think there's anything wrong with this $49.99 price tag myself, but it's going lower than that just to make sure it gets a home. And there you can see it's an 1.5 inches from top to bottom. So also imagine this. You can just twist it and you can wear it like that. Or you can twist it this way and wear it like that. Or you can rotate it this way and wear it like that. You have, or you can put your chain through a diagonal and wear it like that, or like that, or like that. I mean, it really, guys, there's a million ways to wear it and play with it. So any way you can rotate it, that's why it was so ingenious to put all those different openings and bails throughout the piece so that you can really change the look of it and change the shape of it by changing the direction, and it's really easy to do because it's all in how you put your chain through it. So I want to give you an idea of the size from top to bottom here on the neckline, just to show you there what it's going to look like. This is the best light. And it's always interesting how it's almost like we have chameleon diamonds here that are color-changing diamonds, but it's funny how sometimes these opals are chameleons themselves in the way they tend to adapt to what you're wearing, because when you have every color in the rainbow in opal like you do with this specific stone, it's almost like it's adapting. It's almost like it's showing more lavender now. You're still seeing the reds, the yellows, the oranges, the pinks, the greens, the blues, but you see it's got almost a lavender color base. It's an amazing, amazing piece. And that's just one of the many, many ways you can wear it. And take any of your favorite white gold chains, platinum chains, sterling silver chains, and it'll match. Let's take another look at it up close. And it is going to be a price tag of a lifetime because nope, I'm not. And I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now, because the whole thing goes red, like that, but brighter. What I'm seeing in person, I am trying to use my vocabulary to show you and tell you how much better this is in person. And sometimes there's a little bit of faith you have to put in me that you're going to be amazed when you get this at home. And if you like the way it looks now, you're going to absolutely adore the way this looks in person. And it's not $49.39 or $29.99 for an $11.45. Let me show you all the angles. There's the back, which has a little bit of the host rock. They preserve that usually because you don't need to polish the stone on both sides unless it's in a rotating setting. So they don't usually polish a black opal on the back side. They just polish it on the one side, which you see right here. And it's not even $29.99. It is not. We're going to blow it out for $24.99. But there is only one. That is it. And let's see who's got it. That's a good one. And it's only $24.99. Let's see. We're verifying on this one right now. Find out who's got it. The colors are amazing. The mounting, remember, is 18 karat solid gold. Stays in the white gold. Want to make sure that you get a chance to own that. We don't have 11 karat 45 natural opals very often. Have an enormous blue wing block D opportunity. We've got a great demantoid that's out of Russia. So we'll hang out a little bit more with rare garnets tonight before we go. And let me just share this one with you. We have our perfect 10. I've had a perfect 10 in a round before, but I have not had a perfect 10 in an Asher, and it still needs polishing. Let's see what we got. Andy, I don't know if you guys have a way to polish this better than I do, but let me see if I can give it to them, see if they can give it a little extra polish. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you a Royal Zambarn garnet. Yes, go ahead, Andy. Hi. She's a new register? Wonderful. Shall we welcome Ellen in New York to our TVON family with a big old welcome and a hug to Ellen in New York. Thank you so much for shopping with us tonight. Yes. Really? Hi, Sharon in Georgia. She's not new, but she wanted to say hello. And I hope she's enjoying her Thursday night in Georgia. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Sharon. Thank you, thank you. Here we are with our Royal Zambarn. I'm going to come back in. That opal pendant is still here if you'd like it. And that was Julietta, right, that did get that piece? The diamond piece that you got, was that Julietta, the requester? The heart shape? Thank you so much. Enjoy it. And again, thank you for that request. And here we go with our Royal Zambarn 1123-136. I got to come on in and zoom in, and we have a lot of busy lines. We are in the last hour. We have 50 minutes left before we really officially welcome in the weekend. Look at this stone, though. I mean, if there was ever a stone in the Zambarns, I know they're color shifting stones, and they're really, their job is to show off color shifting ability. Yes. Oh, good. Congratulations. Who got it? Do you know yet? We'll find out. Opal Pentagon. Thank you so much. Oh, good, Denise, you will love it. And she's going to really be surprised because it's just so much better in person than it ever looks on TV. So enjoy that one, Denise. Thank you so much. And then just a reminder, we have just a couple pieces left from the show. One is that ruby bypass ring. So I'll be showing that again before we go. But there is, and also an Alexandrite bracelet that we had earlier too. So those are just what we've got. Only a couple pieces left from the first 2 hours and 10 minutes. But this is the big Royal Zambarn, and that cut is really, truly, it's a carat and a half, but it's also the cushion cutting here. Traditional cushion cutting is showing off the color shifting ability of this stone from a beautiful, and we spent some time talking about Malayas yesterday, the new Malayas that we had out of Madagascar, the Beckley mine that produced those really red pinky stones. But interestingly enough, it kind of is, when they originally found the Madagascar mined material, what they were really looking for was garnets more similar to what we're seeing here. Still specialty garnets that do come out of Tanzania for the most part. And again, that's what they were looking for in Tanzania. Remember, the reason Malayas are called Malayas, which have a slightly different color to them. They have less purple. They have more of that either brown or red pink. This is where kind of the original purple red garnets are coming out of Tanzania, where, remember, it was that Tanzanian material where it's actually named Zambarn because that actually means purple. But I keep telling people I'm going to have to talk to somebody. I know a couple people in the gem business who speak Swahili, and the next time I see them in person, I want to ask them, how do they say color shifting? Or how do they say purple, red, and blue? Because it's a bit of a misnomer, because Zambarn says purple, but this stone gives you so much more than just purple. It's giving you reds, it's giving you blues, it's giving you purple as well, and you don't have to leave one light to another to see all those colors take place. One look at it, and just as it subtly moves here, you're already seeing the purple, the red, and the pink. And it's really just distinctive that way. It's so special. It's going to be a full carat and a half with 76 points in diamonds. So a lot of diamonds here to love about this one. That's, you know, a beautiful, excellent way to do a larger type of halo, a larger type of border around it, which I'm going to show you here on the hand. And you're going to see, and then we're going to show you, we do have another rare garnet still to come. Plus, I have the 3-stone yellow diamond ring still to come with all the extra halos around it. So we're going to see a lot in this last hour. So don't go anywhere and make requests if you have them. But let's take a look at this from a distance, because I will take a quick deal on the Zambaran, and we'll blow it out really quickly here. I'm trying to prop it up because it's too big, but look at how big and beautiful that stone is. We're going to size it for you. You can also change your gold. So if you don't like the white gold, I love the luxury of a yellow gold backing for the Zambarans, because you know how luxe purples and reds look so good in yellow gold, and you've got both of those colors present along with your blue colors as well. And it's not going to be a $22.99 ring tonight. It certainly, well, it is a $22.99 ring. It's just not what I'm asking for. We're going to blow it out for $999 as we're in our last 45 minutes of the show. So this is, again, last call for requests, last call for recaps. Let us know how we can help you out. Anything you need to see again, we are here to do it. And we've just got a limited time to work with on this Thursday night, and it's going to be a big last 45 minutes, because I still have that really impressive yellow diamond. That side-to-side complete yellow diamond across the hand, bigger center stones, but really times 3. We're going to see that coming up for you. Loving it. We'll see that on the way, but if you'd like the Zambaran, it's $999 only. Let me see if I had any success polishing that. Nope. That might have to be saved for another day, you guys. And that's okay. We have plenty of jewelry to show you that will wow you and amaze you as we continue through these next few minutes. So here we go. That's Zambaran, $999 if you'd like it. I know the Zambarans are really special. They're they're beautiful. There's so many colors that we love in gems. You usually need to buy 3 separate gems. Blues are usually a sapphire, and purples are usually going to be an amethyst, and sometimes the reds are going to be ruby or rubellite tourmaline, something like that. This really combines all 3 of those beloved stones together in one great rare garnet. So let's take, I just want to show you, because this hasn't been discussed since the very first few minutes of the show, and it needs to be discussed, because there's very little in our inventory that is going to give you as much quality as this ring does. And it's the 3-stone style, but amplified. It's item number 1121406, and want to get it in here before it gets too late. It is a very special, solid side to side. I know we talk about 3-stone rings. They're very classic, where it's just usually that, 3 diamonds side by side. And overall, a 3-stone ring is not going to give you a lot of look. It's not going to give you a lot of size. So what we decided to do here was go crazy, kind of just go overboard, over the top. And when it's diamonds, we can. Not many places can and still keep it cost effective. Well, there's kind of, we approach jewelry making as if there's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't make happen. This ring has 1 carat of VS cushion cut diamonds across the center. Those are the 3 cushion cuts you see matched up that are your center stones. And I know it's weird to say 3 stones are center stones, but it really is appropriate here, because they are each the size and impressive as that they are center stones. You get 1 carat total weight among those 3. So right there, and right there. Yes, the center stone is a little bit larger than the side centers, but those are the centers. So that's where it begins. Got about a 1/2 carat in the middle, about 1/4 carats on the sides. Then you have 56 points of additional yellow diamonds. Oh, wait a minute. Scratch that. Wrong. I looked at that and went, no, that's not right. Actually, this is a different, guys, we did this in a smaller version, and this is the big version, and this blows my mind. Everything you're about to see with this pricing is about to be one of the best we have, because this is a 1 carat VS center by itself. That usually goes for $4,000 alone on this show. What's on the sides, you really have to look at this as if you bought 3 rings and they were all put together. Because that centerpiece, if you neglect the sides, that center 1 carat with that double halo normally would be on a band, and we call it a day, and we'd have a $5,000 ring. This really is 3 different rings put together so that it goes completely side to side. When this is on your hand, none of your finger that's on is exposed. It is all solid diamonds from one side to the other. This is a 1 carat VS, that's the center, the only stone in the middle. The side stones are going to be 56 points of additional cushions. That's the total weight. So those are each over a 1/4 carat. Amazing. The fact that you've got basically a 28 pointer on each side, then the halos are built. 23 points in yellow diamonds, a full carat, yes, of white diamonds in the outside halos. So all together here, my goodness, you've got 2 carats, 79 in diamond weight, all the way across your finger, whatever finger you want to wear that on. And it really is like 3 rings in one, a $5,000 ring in the center, a $2,500 ring on the left, and a $2,500 ring on the right. And that means a $10,000 ring if you just go the kind of simple route, just kind of that simple arithmetic. 5,000, 25, 25, that's 10 grand. That's what the ring should be. That's what the ring's not gonna be because we need to sell it. Take a look at this. Isn't this amazing? Now let's try it on. Because your 279 looks like this. On the hand, it's remarkable because usually we just have the one centerpiece here and nothing on the sides. It would be going to straight gold band. This is where you're getting a beautiful look where everything is elevated up. It doesn't sit flat, flat, flat on the hand. You can see here that elevation from the profile. You've got that truly, I mean comfortably, just that right point where it sits side to side. So even when I make that fist and you've got your fingers together, it's that perfect size where it meets up but doesn't interfere, doesn't make it uncomfortable, nothing like that. We do this in a 5-stone ring that we're going to be premiering on Monday night, April 1st. That is this coming Monday night. It is April 1st, so we decided to kick off the diamond month, the diamond birthstone month with a big, big, big wow, and that's going to be our 2-carat diamond band that I have 2 on of. That's a 5-stone ring. This is really a 3-stone ring, but combines the yellow and the white diamonds together, and all enormous center stones. What are we going to do? It has a $99.99 price tag. I kid you not. That is, I just did the arithmetic. I looked down at my bag. Sure enough, $99.99 is what it is supposed to be. I'm not leaving it there. We're not going there. We're doing something incredibly important here for you at the end of our show. We're getting close to it. End of our Thursday is getting near. So this is your moment. Please take advantage as quickly as you can. Dial in early. We're going to make this really simple and easy and affordable. I promise you that. But what we don't have is enough ring to go around for everybody. And we can't break it up now. The whole beautiful part of this is that this really is 3 separate rings all put together for you. That's the beauty of it. Side to side, which so many people want. They want that coverage. They want that look. They want never. I mean, it just elevates the whole aesthetic of it so much when you have those big diamonds side to side as they are. And the best part is it's not going to be $99.99 at all. We're going to go ahead and blow it out. I'm going to make this simple and easy. And it's for, you got to call early because we've been having people miss out all night long. 2 hours and 20 minutes in. Can't tell you how many people have missed out on pieces that are one of a kinds tonight. So it is time to dial in. This is not even going to be $99.99. I just want to price it. It's interesting and ironic because this was actually thought of. Maybe the best route was to auction this off tonight. I've tried some auctions. We've had some auctions do their jobs, which was get you great values on jewelry. But I think at this point, asking for a $7,500 open is still probably going to let it sit here, and we don't want that to happen. Somebody's got to have it. $7,500 is not what you have to pay. $7,000, $6,000, $5,000, $4,000, it's not an auction. I am literally having to start that at $7,500 if we do that route. I don't want to do that. I want to make this more affordable for you, and I want to get it gone in a hurry because we don't have a lot of time left, and we still have some jewelry, and hopefully you'll get requests in as well. If there's anything we can recap or bring out from a vault, we'd love to do that for you. But this is not going to be $4,000. Even $39.99, which essentially brings that down to $2,000 for the center, $1,000 and $1,000 on the sides. You know, just logics will tell you you can't build that ring for that price. You know it, you know it, you know it. Whether you watch Art Jewelry Show or any others, or watch all of them, or know jewelry inside out because you're in the business, this is a value that cannot be topped, and it's about to be even better. So if you love it, you come on in, because this is where we've done the big, even tonight, we did a big diamond, we had a carat 79 yellow diamond, gone immediately. But this is how you do several big diamonds and put them all together. There's looks that everybody craves. Some people like a really bridal style with one big center stone, others like a solitaire, others like a bridge. This is a different type of look. I'm not going to call it a band ring per se because it's not really a band ring. It really is like having the double halo style around a bigger center, but 3 times over going side to side. That's really what this is. And it's not even going to be $39.99. This is just straight up value right now. Straight up, can't deny it, unbeatable value on a huge presence in diamonds, almost 3 carats worth all together in total. And it's not going to be $39.99. And it's not going to be 38 or 37 or 36. And come on in now, because this ring is what so many of you are always asking us to do that we rarely can. Because the simple fact is, we have so few yellow diamonds right now, we'd like to space them out to give as many customers the opportunity. So you're not going to find many moments where there are 3 huge yellow diamonds in one ring. That could have made 3 separate rings, but that's the opulence of it. That's the designer element of it. That's what I think we love the most about it that makes it different from what we've had previously, is the fact that it goes side to side, is the fact that it gives you that width and that presence, that elevation to all your diamonds, but goes side to side. It's not $36.99 either, and it's not even $35.99. There are so many ways to spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in the sterling silver non-gemstone world. The fact that you're getting diamonds the way these are, in the quality they are, where every single stone, including the large centers, are VS, the bright, beautiful, bright poppy yellow you want to see, and it's not going to be $35.99 either. This is your moment. Take advantage of it. We're going to make it $3,499 to the first caller, and good luck. That is an extremely important ring that has now been marked down by thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So huge moment there for one caller, and $34.99 makes it yours. We still have that ruby bypass ring we got to show you. Any requests you have, get those in. We've got 35 minutes left in the show. That's it. So tons and tons of great jewelry here, but I got to say, we'd love to show you exactly, specifically what you want on this Thursday night. So if it's yellow diamonds all the way across the hand, you got it right there. At a very big value. Okay, coming up, something affordable. I think we need something affordable. We kind of need it. We need something affordable, and I have it. And when was the last time you went shopping for fine jewelry? In today's gold environment, which is pretty crazy right now, diamonds, gold, gems, it's all going one way, and that's up. When was the last time someone offered you a free piece of jewelry to go with your jewelry? And not just a little throwaway like the Cracker Jack piece. We're talking about a really, truly beautiful piece of gold. And it looks like this, with one of the rarer stones that was only discovered. We talked about some stones that are pretty young and youthful that were discovered in the late 80s and early 90s. Now we're talking about a stone that was discovered in 2007. So really recent, and is already mined out and gone. And it's called Mahangi spinel, and it's 1122875. And this is the 18-point square cut. It's an asher, but actually it's got those very prominent corners, so it's actually technically a square cut. It's not a princess cut. It's got the cutting internally of an asher cut, but it's got the edges and the right angles of a princess. So it's kind of like a combination of. It's an 18-point stone, 6 points in diamonds that are along one side of, think of it like a kite shape in the pendant. And then we're going to throw in the chain, which you're probably, guys, at this point are going, I've heard that before. They're always giving us free chains. There's something special about this one that's going to make it almost like a twofer. It really is 2 incredible pieces of jewelry in one. It really is. You're getting this designer pendant with the Mahangi spinel in this exotic cut. You're getting our VS diamonds, our signature VS diamonds. This is not just any old chain, though. You've heard of our diamonds by the yard. You know of the DBTYs. This really is a version of a diamonds by the yard that we're going to give you for free. For free. Completely free. We're throwing it in because each and every pendant you purchase is going to come with an adjustable chain that has 3 adjustable links, which are all the classic 16, 17, 18. It's even going to have a beautiful closure premium there. And yet we have set 2 bezel set diamonds so that they can flank your pendant. If it's that pendant or if it's any other pendant you have, you're going to have essentially a chain that's going to give you the versatility of framing your pendant with diamonds. Very much like our diamonds by the yard, but you get 2 of them. So that is an extra addition where chains by themselves in their most pedestrian of forms are $600 and $700 for a basic 14 karat gold 16-inch chain. This is where you're getting the adjustability, premium diamond cutting, beautiful diamonds set within the chain as well, which we are not charging you for. Again, that chain is going to be free. So if you are super, 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 super into value And maybe you're even doing some gift shopping. Maybe you're thinking about occasions coming up like Mother's Day, and you want to celebrate the moms in your life, whether that's your daughter, yourself, anybody you know who's a mom. This is not going to be a huge investment where if you think, I'm not giving fine jewelry to that mom in my life, I love her to pieces, but I can't spend thousands of dollars. This is where you actually could give a piece of very rare and beautiful fine jewelry to just about anybody that you want to really spoil without having to break the bank to do it, because this is a 2-in-1. You're going to choose also white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. They're very limited in what we have. It's not even $9.99. It's the pendant, it's the chain. Let me show you what I'm talking about though with this chain, because it's very elite, and you are getting a beautiful closure, spring ring closure. I'm going to show you from a distance away here though, so you can see this is meant to be an everyday wearable. This is not the big statement piece. I mean, let's be honest, I measure every single thing for you and put it on the neckline, so you're never without an idea of what it's going to look like. But I want to show you here, there's that beautiful pointed kite cut that you have in the design. Do you see those big diamonds? Bezel set diamonds on either side. They're about, if you put your piece centered, they're about an inch away in either direction. That's upgrading the chain. You can see as I move the chain, it's got the diamond cutting, and then here it is, spring ring closure and 3 adjustable lengths. You can opt to take this pendant off this chain. That's what I mean. When you buy this, you could essentially have 2 pieces of fine jewelry that you either keep both, give both, break them apart, keep one, gift one, whatever you want to do. But you're not impressed by $9.99 because we've set it up so that you can get a much better value. Let me make sure this is centered more or less. When you find that center point, just put it on. And the gravity and the weight of the pendant is going to basically keep that right where you want it. And then, of course, you can take that off. You see those little exaggerated O-rings? That's where you get the adjustability built in, so you can wear it higher or lower. This is about 16, 17's about here, 18's about here. You get to decide where you want to wear it day by day. You can have any gold you want. Mahangis look awesome in white gold too. They look great in rose gold. This one looks great in yellow gold. So you really have a you can't go wrong choice. And it's not even going to be $499. This is why it's definitely a twofer. And you get the chain free, 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 free. That's important. I don't know who else is giving away fine jewelry free these days, but we certainly are. And this is your moment to take it and check this out. And for that simple, elegant, maybe it's going to be that first piece of fine jewelry for a younger gal, right? Something that you're not sure what she's going to like. Well, a lot of gals like the color pink. And we know that pinky red is so rare and it's very high end. This is the spinel family of gems that is durable and rare. This is a find that only was discovered in 2007 and was quickly mined out thereafter. So you got something special with a story behind it. Do not let this price fool you. Do not let this bargain fool you. Do not let the savings fool you. This is an exotic piece of jewelry, well made, beautifully built, and it's not even $499. If I just split those in two, it's basically $250 per piece, and that is obviously not what you would pay for a chain or a pendant with gems and diamonds. Here's what we're going to do instead of $499. We only have a couple to go around. I thought we needed something maybe a little affordable tonight before we go. This is definitely it. Doesn't get much more affordable than this. I have only a number of pieces in our entire inventory that I can ever show you. I've been here almost 8 years. There's not much I can show you under $500 because what we sell is fine jewelry. We sell solid gold. We sell VS diamonds. We sell natural exotic gems. It's high quality through and through. So you don't see a lot of price tags that are going to go under $500, and this just did, and I'm taking it even lower. Shame on me. But sometimes you got to hear the phones ring, and I want to try to provide you all the different price points in this one Thursday show. And with this being, we're really close to April. So April has, of course, well, we're going to celebrate Easter on Sunday. Then we've got April, which, you know, it's Diamond Month. But, of course, right after that, it's Mother's Day. It's graduations. It's all those different, whether it's a birthday or an anniversary, sure, those happen every year. But there's also those big momentous holidays that we love to shower our loved ones with jewelry gifts. It's just not always feasible to do so. It's not always affordable. This is affordable. Try it if you love it. Maybe get 2 or 3. It's one of those few things where if you need to get 3 gifts and have them all be the same, you could probably do it here because it's not even $4.99. We're going to blow them out. This is really 2-for-1. Try it. You will love it. For those of you that love those everyday wearable dainty pieces but still want something, how often does exotic combine with everyday wearable? Sometimes exotic just inherently means bigger, more dressy, more unusual, more costly, and then you're not wearing it every day. This is the piece you wear every single day without fail. And it's also, by the way, I know August may seem far off, but I point that out because it's also an August birthstone. The spinel has been added to the peridot list for the month of August. So you can celebrate this stone as an August 1st stone as well. And it's not even $450 or $400. We're blowing them out. Take your gold color choice. Maybe you want to get one in a couple of gold colors. Try one of each. Maybe you want to get the gifting idea for all the granddaughters, all the nieces, all the daughters, all the sisters, all the best friends, whatever it is. But it's $399 to get this chain and pendant. And you can't forget this chain has 2 big bezel set VS diamonds in it. So that's really important to keep in mind. And we are at last call. So $399, I'll give it 60 seconds. I just wanted to bring something affordable, and that is affordable in the most inexplicable of ways, because nothing in fine jewelry is supposed to be priced like that. So there's your moment to pick it up, and we'll see who's got them. We've got 1 gone, 2 gone. You're taking 2 already, so 4 gone in total already, just like that. And then we've got the ruby to recap. I will do that. We'll bring out a little ruby deal. I've got some incredible exotic sapphire for you. I've got a green sapphire. It's really pretty. Very unusual. So let me know what your requests are. Anything you'd like to see before we go. We even have a beautiful block of princess cut diamond studs, invisibly set princess cuts coming up, and we have the Russian demantoid. I got to show you the 1 carat. That's coming up as well. But last call at $399. Let me know if you'd like one. 20 seconds left. Can't see much in the fine jewelry world that's affordable like that is. And yet it's a square cut in that Mahangi spinel. Hot pinky reds combined together. We got to bring out this big demantoid. It's coming up. Look at that. Wow. Big time stone. Over 1 carat coming up for you. We'll discount that one. I think the lowest price we've seen on 1 carat demantoids, usually about $4,500. We're going to try to help you out tonight. And can I just recap this ruby ring? This bypass ring was up early in the show. It was probably a little too rich for our first few minutes. It's exquisite quality. If you are a stickler about rubies, and I'm going to ask my ruby, the people who don't love rubies, if you're not a ruby purist, if you're not a ruby lover ordinarily, I would like you to take a look at this ring and see if that doesn't just change your mind. Now, this is considered the king of all gemstones. So it's fair to say there's a lot of people who love rubies and appreciate them and admire them. But this is a combination of 2 incredible stones set in this bypass design, and it's one of the few items from the entire show that I have left. So, and it's not here because it's not pretty. That's not it. It's here because I showed it too early. And now a lot of you are probably seeing it for the very first time. Tim, did you get a spinel necklace? Thank you so much. We still got a couple left, by the way, but they're going quickly. So if you'd like that spinel necklace, chain and pendant combined for $399, please pick up a phone and get one while they're still here. This is our carat 38 Mogok Burma. It's a carat 53 in diamonds. I pointed out earlier, there are 2 rubies, as you can well see, so that means they're about 70 points each. However, you're also getting diamonds where there are only 7 on each side. They're tapered baguettes. They're huge individual sizes. Those are going to be nearly 11 points apiece. Yes, Jess? Okay, so our black opal freeform pendant with the 1145 is back. So for those of you that we sent away and said it was sold, it's still here. I'll flash it for you. And then we have the Mogok Burma, super clean, super high clarity stones here. 2 that match to perfection. Here are those baguettes. They are tapered baguettes, lined up like they are, almost crown-like, the way they have that subtle curve to them. I want to just point out it's in platinum. And Jess, while you're at it, could you please, thank you. This is going to be 3612, and I'm going to try this on once again, so in case, and by the way, this is the opal pendant that I keep talking about. This one just came back. So if you would like this opal pendant, it was $24.99. That is here for you. So make sure you give us a call. That's that really gorgeous opal that we had earlier. So if we turned you away, that one is available again for you. So just keep that in mind. I want to try on this ruby and platinum and diamond piece that is so simple to wear. I mean, it's heavy and it's bold, but it's really easy to wear and could be everyday wearable. And remember the durability you're getting with your rubies and your diamonds. It is down to an incredible price. This did start at $12,999, which I know. Think about the quality of each of those rubies. The size at nearly 70 points each. That's incredible. Almost 3/4 of a carat in each. Clean and crystalline. And that's not a word we use very often with rubies, but these are 100% defined as crystalline stones. That means you see right through them. They're completely transparent. They're gemmy rich and bright, and you're not even spending $10,000, and it's platinum. And even though it's a bypass style, make no mistake, it's got a great feel and a great heft to it. You know the quality the second you feel it. You don't have to look at it. You can just hold it, and you will know the quality based on the weight of the ring. And it's not even going to be $5,000. We have a blowout price for this one designer ring, and it's $49.99 here tonight. So it's your one chance to get it. It's our last call on it. We started with it early in the show. We brought it to you much earlier. We have it now for $49.99 only. Huge opportunity on 2 rubies, which just could be that great symbolism involved, right? 2 red rubies, gorgeous together, meeting almost in the middle, just kind of like offset just a bit with all those really big diamonds, almost 11 points per tapered baguette. So that's a special piece. Green sapphire. This is actually a really interesting green sapphire. It's green, it's blue, it's got a little bit of yellow to it as well. Very important stone here, and it's the cutting that is even more impressive, a radiant cut. So it's a super cool way to get sapphire, because we know the blues are the most common. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that great? We know that blue sapphires are the one we think of first usually. Then there's pinks and there's orange and there's yellow and there's padbarachas. But this is really a combination of green, yellow, and a bit of blue together. So it's really giving a nice mix here. And it also happens to be in this beautiful scrolling work diamond design. It's going to be a really, really cool piece. It's going to be that carat 95 radiant cut. It's 1116590. Okay. Get ready for the discount. And you got to see it on. 75 points in diamonds. It sits like a second skin as far as the base of the ring. And then watch how you see the open work. I almost want to call it, do you guys remember, if you've been watching me for many, many, many years, you remember my tattoo ring? That was very similar. It was a smaller version of this where it just had this ever so delicate slight scroll work that was just done in the diamonds to perfection. This reminds me a lot of that with the way the base of this ring is created. And then you've got this radiant cut, super rare, all natural unheated sapphire. It's a stunner. And it's going to be, guys, this is down to $1,399. You can't buy the mounting for that price. We're just blowing it out here for the end of the show. We have 20 minutes left, by the way. So if there's anything you want to inquire about, we still have our big opal, 1145 opal that some of you missed out on. That's a shame if that sticks around. You don't see 11.5 karat opals for under 3,000. We did it for under 25. So we have that one still here for you. My ruby ring is still here for you. Here's the ruby ring and the platinum we just showed you. Here's the big opal pendant. Let me grab that really quickly. Here's the opal. That's available for $24.99. That's an 11.5 karat freeform trillion. So lots and lots of great jewelry still hanging out here. And we are waiting to see which one you'd like. So $49.99 for the ruby, $24.99 for the opal pendant, which you can wear any which way. Here's the green sapphire, which is only $13.99. And for everybody who keeps asking about this diamond ring, yes, those are the 2 carat diamond bands. We have 2 carats per band, so I'm wearing 4 carats in diamonds. That's coming up and debuting on Monday. It's only going to be here one day because guess what? We have only a couple available, which is why I've been telling you about it for a while so you don't miss it. Because it's a classic diamond band, but it's done in the biggest style we've ever achieved. So that is why I want to let you know and give you full heads ups that that's coming up for April 1st Monday night show. So want you to be able to see because it's also a big value coming your way. So that's going to be on the way Monday night. It's going to be the way we kick off Diamond Month. Excuse me. And then also, just to remind you, very early in the show, I had an Alexandrite and diamond bracelet that looks like this. And this one's still here, and it's under $3,000. So it's Alexandrite rounds, it's diamond rounds, and they alternate with these beautiful, almost like chevron meets heart links. That's the item number for the bracelet. That bracelet's down below $3,000. It's $29.99 for this bracelet. And that's going to be our 7¼ inch for you. So that is also still here, one of the few pieces that remains tonight. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to bring out some diamond studs. But these are not just regular diamond studs. I get requests every day for more princess cut diamonds. I think a lot of you know the weight these carry in the world of high end. I know these, the problem with these is really simple. They don't sit well on the wheel because it's really hard to see when they do that. it's hard to appreciate what these give you in an earring. I'm going to do a quick blowout on these diamond earrings. The item number here is 1113948. They sit as a very large stud. Now here's the trick with this. They look in the ear like you're wearing one gigantic princess cut stone when there are actually 9 per earring that you can wear on an angle like this or squared off like this. And that is an entire border of white gold that's around them. We actually have white, yellow, and rose gold available now. So I know it's just white gold at one point. Now we have all 3 gold colors for you, so you can choose your favorite. But this gives you the look. It's a center post, so you can actually rotate it the way I was showing you. But it's 75 points. Here's the trick. And just last night, I brought you our largest diamond studs in the 2-carat rounds, meaning at 1 carat in each ear, and they're $7,000. And by the way, they sold, so they're no longer available. Here's what you have in 75 points, but it looks even larger than a single solitaire 1 carat. This is what I mean. Let's take a look from a distance away. Because for those of you that say, I love the idea of a big diamond stud, but I can't afford huge diamonds, because we know what happens when diamonds get bigger. They get so pricey so fast. This is where you can get that look. It just looks like one princess cut because of the invisible setting, and yet you get this size where if you angle it like this, it's a ½ an inch. If you set it more squared off like you may, it's going to be a little bit shorter. It's going to be about 3/8 of an inch. But this is what it looks like. Centered post, butterfly backing. I'll show them on the ear. They're absolutely incredible. And you would pay ordinarily $10,000 or $12,000 for a stud if it was just this size in a single stone. What you're getting instead is a much better price than even $10,000. And you can see here what they look like on from a distance away, how that one, basically 9 stones together invisibly set side by side, is going to look like one huge center stone. And that's the way you can angle them. That's what I like. I like that angle with the point up top and bottom so that they look even larger. They give you full piercing coverage. You can rotate them as you wish. If you want to wear them completely square, you can. It's kind of the beauty of it, is you can kind of mix and match it as you want to. But these are under $1,000. And that's exactly what doesn't make sense. Under $1,000. I'm not done. They're not $9.99 either. We have got the quintessential diamond stud, but without just one stone. Taking a look at them close up, if it's one stone, that's tens of thousands. By having the 18 stones together, but still princess cuts, you're getting a really elite level of diamond stud look without the price tag. This is how you get the big diamond stud of your dreams. You're still getting VS quality. You're getting a princess cut, which for the record, we don't have any princess cut large studs. In other words, if you just want one big center stone, we don't have them. We don't do large princess cuts. The largest princess cuts I've worked with here are 10 pointers, 11 pointers. We don't have anything big enough to be a stud earring in its solitaire form. So this is the way you get that look without paying hardly anything in the price tag, surrounded in gold, finished on the inside, centered post, butterfly backing, 4 pierced ears, white, yellow, or rose. There was a time when we were more limited. We've got all 3 gold colors available for you, and they're better than even $9.99 to get this stud look. And again, this is where everybody needs a great diamond stud. But most people end up with the smaller stones because that's what the budget says you can get. And then we always want for more. And then we always put it on the wish list. And we always aspire for bigger or bolder or better. This is that big way to get the look, spend very, very little. You don't even have to spend $899 for 75 points in diamonds. I don't care if there were 75 individual stones. That's a deal. That is a deal. There aren't 75 stones. They're not 1-pointers each. There are 18 stones. That means they're larger stones. That's the most complex setting style that exists in jewelry. It is the invisible set because remember, there's no prongs around it. There is not a prong in this earring. So you also have smoothness. You have a smooth surface. You have nothing that's going to catch or tangle or be sharp. If you work with, if you've got the babies at home that are always grabbing at your ears and you're worried about them too, because people say this all the time. If they got the grandkids they're hanging out with, or they got the little ones at home and you don't want any sharp edges, you don't want any little points, you don't want anything that's going to be anything that can be sharp or catch on things. That's what this earring embodies while still giving this great modern aesthetic. And they're not even $8.99. This is a major, major value. And we're going to get out the last few that we have here. The last call, probably not going to see this earring again because to remake it would cost so much more. It's $888 if you'd like a pair. We got to move some jewelry in 14 minutes, actually 13 now. So not a lot of time left in our Thursday night. This is the earring. I don't have anything else in a princess cut earring besides what you're looking at right now. So it is go time. Get this pair of earrings if you are a lover of the princess cuts. We know they're a super highly elevated designer cut of diamond. They therefore carry with them a much higher price tag than all other diamonds do. They are still VS. And again, you got everything. You got a lot of gold presence in that earring too. You've got the mirror finishing. Let me show you the side from the profile. You get the profile all mirror finished. The back side is finished as well. There's that centered post. Look at how this is set up a little higher so you can get a lot of light to those diamonds, but not too high. Again, the idea is to give you a practical, wearable diamond earring that still can be worn every day, but it gives you that bolder look. We have 12 minutes left. We've got to get these at home. We've got 2 pairs gone. We have 1 pair left. So already probably 60 seconds is in order here because we got to keep moving. We have very little showtime left. We have a lot of great jewelry, the ruby piece in particular, the triple yellow diamond ring, the red. I had a 4-carat ruby with a star. A star ruby was here in a 4-carat size earlier. It's under $3,000. Have that one, the big opal pendant, sold, but it's back. So that one's here too. And anything else you want to ask about, we will be here to help you out. But this is your moment. Take advantage. $888 a pair. Make sure you get them. Tim, do you have a pair as well? Okay, so we've got literally 1 pair left, 30 seconds, 1 pair. Think the timing is going to be just about right here. So congratulations if you get them. We've got our last call. That's also, you got earrings are really easy to give as gifting because you know that they've got a piercing or not, right? It's not really about a particular style here. A stud is classic. This is, yes, an elevated stud, a much higher end because it's not just the 1 stone. You're getting a lot of look, a lot of size, and we're so thrilled to have them for you. So last call there at 888, and then we'll blow out a Russian Demontoid, and then that's going to be pretty much the end of the show. Unless there's anything else you need to see, let us know very quickly. We can help you out. We have cleaned off the counter tonight. You have helped us do that, so thank you so much. Yes, correct, Genevieve. Yes, I am wearing, so Tony, can we show my hand again really quick here? For Monday. This is obviously, I just am a stacker and I wanted to show you both colors of gold, but there they are. So yes, for clarity, again, because I've been wearing 2 stacked all week, there are 2 separate diamond bands here on my hand. Each one is 2 carats. So each diamond in the rings, I just have a white and a yellow because it's the easiest way I can show you both. But those are 2 separate bands. Each one has 2 carats in diamonds. They are 5 stone styles like we've done before, but usually they're a carat total weight or a carat and a half total weight. This is going to be the mega value on diamond pieces that is going to be the completer to your wedding set, the wear standalone piece, pinky ring, thumb ring, anything you want to do, but it's very large. So 2 carats, I'm wearing, yes, for clarity, I'm wearing 4 carats in diamonds right now on my hand. So 2 and 2. You're going to choose if you want the white gold or the yellow gold or the rose gold. We've only got a couple of them to go around. That's why I'm keeping you well informed that it is Monday night and Monday night only. Monday night is the night to be here with us because we're going to sell them out. We obviously only have so many light half carat diamonds. So that's what they are. They're light half carats. They're about 40 points or more each. Yes. Oh, so the pendant's gone again? Oh, congratulations. All right. So that opal pendant. You know, it's no problem. The opal pendant is sold again. So congratulations on that one. And then let's show our finale here. So yes, Genevieve, I hope that helps answer your question. It's a 2 carat diamond band per band. And I am wearing 2. So yes, 2 carats, you'll choose white, yellow, or rose. And they're going to be a minimum of 2 carats because, well, we'll get into that on Monday. But it's a very special value. That part I can't tell you yet. But it's going to be a very, very special value, which is why I'm so excited to bring it to you on Monday night. So here we are with our Russian Demontoid. This is the ring that I'm going to probably likely end the show with because it's just so special. It's a 1 carat pluser, and we still have 1 pair of princess cut diamond studs if you would like them. So give us a call. We'll help you out with those for $888. Any gold you want. Green sapphire from earlier. The carat 95 is still here as well. And here we are with our Russian Demontoid 111-9938. We're going to discount it. And we're going to make this easy. It's a carat 05 in the center. It's 95 points in diamonds. Yeah. So we'll join us on Monday and you'll see the whole presentation. You know me, I'm just a big tease. I always have to tell you about what's coming up. So if there's confusion, that's the band, that's a 2 carat, and then I've got another 2 carat. So yeah, it's kind of a wow, I know. I hesitate to show it to you on the turntable because then you guys are all gonna say, just show it tonight. We can't show it tonight, we gotta wait. It's our big Monday thing because it's April 1st. And so what's gonna feel like an April Fool's Day price is not going to be an April Fool's Day price. So it's going to be a fun night. So I hope you'll join me for that. And yes, is going to be your choice of, 2-carat bands in white, yellow, rose. So start thinking about how many you need. I love the stack look. I love the ring guard look as well. I think a lot of people are going to be, to be honest, I think a lot of people are going to get 2 of those diamond bands on Monday night, which is going to really eliminate our quantity overall very quickly, which is why I'm encouraging you to be with us Monday night. It'll probably happen at 8 o'clock Pacific time, just so you know, an hour into the show. So yeah, Monday, April 1st, you got to be with us if you want that diamond band, because it's the largest we've ever created in, I don't know, TVON's existed for a while, like 8 or 9 years. So that's a big deal. It's not every day we get to bring you a band like that. So yes, I am going to show you a Carat 05 deal on our demantoid out of Russia that has the horsetail inclusion. And it's going to be also 95 points in diamonds that run underneath it in a double row, around it in the halo, finished on the inside entirely. And this one's going to be a really, really big discount with our last 7 minutes remaining, and then we'll have time to recap. I hope anything you'd like to see before we go. Not a lot left from the show, but just a couple of items to keep in mind. But here is a good one, because that one's going to be a markdown price from $49.99, where it's been for years. And we're going to take it a lot lower. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. And you're going to love this one, especially if you're a collector, because this being really the utmost rarity of the garnet family. Tim, did you have a question, or you're all set? You're just waiting on this one? All right, let's do this. This may not last for the rest of the show, so I will have another item at the ready, because it's not even $39.99 or $29.99. And over 1 carat in Russian demantoid, don't see that very often. You know the prices have a certain threshold when you do, because that's what really, it's like diamonds, except they're about 100 times more rare. So you know how diamonds get more pricey exponentially when you get into bigger sizes? Well, demantoids do it, but exponentially, because they're hundreds of times more rare. We could get you a 1 carat 05 white diamond and it'd be pricey. But when you get a 1 carat 05 Russian demantoid, it's hundreds of times more rare than a 1 carat white diamond. And 1 carat white diamonds are expensive, especially of a decent quality. This is a horsetail inclusion, which, by the way, is only going to happen exclusively with the Russian material, so that's how you know. You know by the color, that's very specific, but you know by when you look at a loop, and this is not an inclusion, I know that's a dirty word, but it's not an inclusion that impedes the beauty of the stone. It's an inclusion that you can really only see with a loop, and when you do look through your loop, you're going to see this little wispiness in the center of the stone. That is the horsetail inclusion that signifies and authenticates it as Russian, as opposed to Namibian or any other variety. So that's very important, and it's not $29.99 either. It's $2,499, and that's got to be the greatest Russian demantoid value we have ever brought on the show. So you've got end of the show special. This is a grand finale. That really embodies what a grand finale deal is all about. It's our 105 stone, and it's under $2,500, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and in your size. That's unheard of. Unheard of. Make sure you get it. Make sure you get it quickly. Yes, that diamond band. By the way, other previews, I do want to tell you, for those of you that own the nail bangle or the nail ring that have been some of our all-time bestsellers, we do have the hoops, and they're going to be coming up on Sunday, April 7th. The little hoops, I was wearing them last night. They're the nail design in a click-in style 1/2-inch hoop earring. And they're going to debut on April 7th, which is a week from Easter Sunday. So yay. We've got the hoop earrings for the nail collection. That'll be kind of the completer of the set, since we've had the bangle to start, then the ring after. We've got the hoops coming up on April 7th. So make sure you join me for that too. So that's just a little heads up. I know that seems far away, but still got to make sure you know this is a busy time of year. When it's springtime, people are out and about. You might miss the shows. We don't want you to if there's big, big, big to-dos and values like we have coming up. So really looking forward to that. So make sure, that's this Monday is April 1st, and that's when the diamond band will be here, our largest ever. And then April 7th is a Sunday. That's when the nail hoop design are going to be debuting as well. All limited in quantity, so trying to make sure you got enough heads up and idea when those are arriving. So our last call on the show, $24.99 on a Russian demantoid. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with us tonight. We have 3 minutes left, so I'm going to just remind you here, we do have the, I got to sell the ruby ring. And you know what? The yellow diamond ring. The 3 stone, I believe this is still here. The decadent, it's like the 3 and the double. It's the triple double, which if you're a sports fanatic like I am, you appreciate a good triple double. This is the triple double. Triple center stones, double halos on each. That one is different item number. It's going to be item number 1121406. And that would be the way you get an incredible ring for $34.99. So a little recap on that one because I think it's still here. If you would like it, it's the last call on the show. I'm going to show this on the hand for you. Don't forget we are, oh gosh, it's going to be a big holiday weekend. So I hope you'll join us if you can. I understand if you're busy. I understand. But if you can be with us this weekend, we are going to be here on Easter Sunday as normal. So please join us if you can, or stop in and check out what's happening on our big Easter Sunday show. That's going to be a great celebration. And of course, this is, I got to try this on because this is, if you haven't seen it, this side to side is what makes this one special. The big, bold nature of those center stones, the big double halos around each one. Remember, that's a 1 carat yellow diamond right there. Those are essentially over a quarter. They're about 28 points each on the sides. Then your double halo around each, yellow first, then white diamonds, and that whole ring is one great piece for $34.99. So that's a major, major value. And by the way, this even stacks with the Wonder Ring. Just put it out there. If you want to really create a different look and you really want to widen it and give you this big, big presence, you can add or stack our 2 carat band that's coming up on Monday. You can stack that 103 Wonder Ring or any other Wonder Rings that you have. You can actually stack with this. It actually has a nice way that you can kind of shimmy little bands up right next to it. So if you want to, you can stack away and have some fun with it that way. But it's $34.99. DeMontoy, check on availability. We got that one under $2,500 for you. Don't forget, we have the green sapphire here. That's a $195 green sapphire. That's all natural. We have the ruby bypass with the big baguettes. That's about it that's remaining in the show. So again, call us if you have any questions. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air in 1 minute to help you out. Phone number stays the same, so start dialing it now or jot it down, or maybe it's already programmed in your phone as your favorite, right? If you're a real TVON shopper, it's already locked in. So thanks so much for joining us. Remember that tomorrow is Friday, so we have an exclusive online show. Joyce is with you every Friday for that. It starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you spend your Friday night with her, shopping for some great designer finds and some museum pieces, and then I'll see you guys back here online and on television across the nation on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Those will both be at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So I look forward to seeing you then for the big holiday weekend. We always love a good Easter. It'll be my 8th or 9th Easter with you guys, so I'm excited about that. Really looking forward to love spending the holidays with our TVON family. So thanks so much for joining us tonight on this Thursday. We hope you have a great rest of your evening, and do call if you have any questions. We got about 10 seconds left, but we'll be here in the studio answering your phone calls. Thanks again, and for all of us at TVON, we really appreciate you watching and shopping. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys on Saturday.